Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot. Uncharted 2 Uncharted 2 Among Thieves action. My name is David. Guys, we're playing Uncharted here. We finished Uncharted 1 kind of recently. That's a game that I played when it came out. I played Uncharted 1 to completion when it was launched, and I really hate it. It's like one of my most all-time hated games. I felt less vitriolic toward it this time. I think in a major part because I was playing it on stream with you guys, and I took it more like a sort of like a academic challenge to play it and kind of analyze it and look at what I didn't like about it. I took it very personally the first time I played it. I was playing it for my own pleasure. I paid $60 for it. I was playing it and I was pretty fucking pissed. But this time through, I enjoyed it a lot more insofar as I was able to kind of talk with you guys about it and critique it and analyze it, and I found it very rewarding, like really rewarding. I'm gonna play the sequel now. This is a blind playthrough. The only game I played in the series before this was Uncharted 1. This is a game that's going to be thought of to be the best in the series, Uncharted 2, and the first is thought of to be the worst in the series. So I'm kind of curious to see what they changed, if anything. And that's going to be my focus here, is playing it and saying, you know, what is this game? How does it differ from the first game? I think it's the first time Steve ever banned anybody. Thank you for the ban, Steve. Took a while for the music to kick in there. Pleasure having you, Connor. What more VC have to do? Dick's been putting in that schoolwork. Yeah, Steve, Dick has to grind very hard. He's in medical school. Uncharted is more fun to watch than to play, says Landon. I'm not surprised to hear that. Uncharted 1.5, Drake's Thieves exactly fast. That's what I expected to be, at best. But I could be very surprised. I could find that they updated a lot of things. And if they did, I'll be impressed, guys. I mentioned before the stream started that my focus on this playthrough is not to be as critical as I was in the first game. Instead, to focus, like laser focus on the differences between them. And although I have very little respect for Naughty Dog after playing the last game and The Last of Us, insofar as my expectations of them, like their ambition as creators, I know they're sort of kind of lazy in that respect. In that same, token, if this game actually is meaningfully improved in any way, I'll be super impressed if they actually took the time to look at what the first game did wrong and tried to improve it, even if it doesn't succeed in every front for me personally. Yeah, let's go, Remy. Yeah, we're gonna have a Mod Record stream, probably the very final day before it goes offline. I want to do a stream to celebrate it going offline and just do it and maybe even play it until it goes offline, right? And capture that footage on stream. The offline message, or what it's gonna say. So Brian says, was that your doing, Steve? I know you've been practicing with that gun. Yeah, Steve banned both those bots. He says, got your back. Thank you, Steve. Again, I think this is the same first time I've ever banning anybody. That actually saved me a little bit of trouble. They call Steve Deadeye. It's new to me, says D. Scott, so I guess we are on the same page, yeah. Best to worst Uncharted games, Uncharted 2 is the best, then 4, then 3, then 1. Yeah, I guess, based on what I've seen from Naughty Dog in the past, I really have my doubts this game's going to be any different, but I'll be impressed if it is. Options? I want to put it on hard mode if I can. Maybe I have to do it when I start the game, huh? Controls, display, audio. I think the controls should stay from the last game. So this game is in the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. I was kind of impressed to see before the stream started today, guys, that they save your options between games. So I guess they're all running the same engine on this collection, and they all use the same options. So that's dope. It saved my sensitivity and everything. That's kind of cool. What if that means the shooting won't feel any different between these two games because they're not really the classic games? Catching the end of a game is rare and interesting, says Faust, huh? Catching the end of a game. Yeah, we just finished the game yesterday, the first game. Not sure what method you use to draw your gun, Steve, but my preferred way is B/username, huh? It's the second time. I remember one other time that Steve took a bot out. Oh, okay. Nolan North makes these games for me, man, not gonna lie. The overall, I've said in the past that the best thing about these games is the music, but no, the best thing about these games, period, is the voice acting. And overall, the voice direction. It feels very cinematic, and it feels very much like you're watching a high-quality production. I wasn't that thrilled with the story in the first game, but it is fun to listen to them talk. And yeah, Mod Record is a mobile game. What's up, ICU? Is it an online game, you goof? Well, the end of an online game. I'm sorry, Faust. Yeah, I get you. The end of an online game. Yeah, very rare. You would hope. Okay. Hubie said, I don't even have mods. I don't get trolls off. Neither do I, Hubie. I never get any trolls on here. I'm very grateful for that. We have a very, very positive, friendly, intelligent community here, which I'm extremely happy to have seen grow over the past few years. But we do have a lot of bots to come by. Hey, you want to buy followers? Buy some followers. Please. All my trolls as found have been funny, honestly. I've had a few trolls. When we streamed Minecraft, we had a lot of trolls which are very annoying. But I think it really depends on the game you play and the demographic you're trying to cultivate. So Brian says that Steve used it once upon a time. IC's been studying Back to the Future for my film study, sick. And it was the first time I've watched it. It was awesome. So have you watched all 3 of them now, IC? Are you going to play the games and stuff, or just focusing on the movies? There's a speedrun option? Put it on hard. I think I want to play Crushing. That seems kind of silly. It's an older demographic, yeah, or otherwise, you know, more contemplative, right? It's a very contemplative game. If I were to start playing a lot of Fortnite on this channel, we would see the chat's tone change a lot, I think. Or Roblox. I did not tell half of what I saw, for I knew I would not be believed. Marco Polo, on his deathbed, 1324. Cool little quote. Okay, so the last game looked great. This game looks maybe even better. This might not be in-game graphics though. If it is, I'm kind of impressed. Oh fuck!
That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
Right off the bat, the tone is darker than the first game, right? We wouldn't have seen this in the last game. So this is the only set piece I'm aware of in this game. This happens right at the start. Huh? This is where you're in the train and it's on the hang off the cliff, right? This is the only thing I'm aware of in this game. But still with the one-liner every 2 seconds. Here we have a mini-game probably, right? We're gonna have to climb the train using mechanics that are not necessarily, you know, the same as what we're gonna see in the main game. Chapter 1, Rock and Hard Place. Well, I mean, this game looks great, of course. What do you want from the game? I'm pressing X and he doesn't want to jump. Okay, mechanically, what do you want? I'm holding up an X thing that I should be able to jump up to like one of those chairs up there. Can I go around the side and climb up? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Can I jump up? Oh, I go around this way. Okay, I see. Oh, okay. So 3-dimensional platforming, right? Which is something that the first game didn't have as much of. It was possible in the last game, but we didn't really see it that much. I'm gonna dodge this, I think. No? Okay. He can also climb. He can kind of monkey his way like diagonally, which wasn't in the last game. That's a new feature. Not sure if anything's gonna come of that, but there it is. So right off the bat, they're trying to tell me, maybe this is them telegraphing, the platform is gonna be a little more puzzly, right? I have to circle this thing around in sort of 3D way. So I'm gonna go over there now. Okay. Once again, the fake peril, you guys know it's a pet peeve of mine. That was in the last game a lot. It's in a lot of games, and that's sort of something I always find annoying, is the fake peril. The peril that's conveyed through like a little set piece or something, but not so much through like the actual gameplay. Like right here, like, oh no! Oh jeez! But of course, there's nothing I could have done about that. It's not a punishment for, you know, anything I've done. What do you want to do? You want to go through the window? Oh, it's to grab onto that. Well, how was I supposed to know that? Just kind of like the last game, right? He's just kind of doing his thing. Then I saw like, well, I better press X and hope something happens because I don't know what I'm actually trying to accomplish here. And it worked, yay. I'm missing the chat here. The Fight Club days, good shit, Steve. We have Landon. I think Landon did join us for like 1 or 2 of the Fight Clubs. Shout out to fucking Landon for being an OG on this channel. Let's see what I'm missing in the chat here. Some guy followed my channel, says Eddie. He just started streaming when I did. Weird champ. He just started streaming when I did. Oh, why is it so weird? It sounds kind of normal to me. Flowers? We don't need no stinking flowers. Is that a quote from Back to the Future? I'm not sure if that's from D-Sky. Only watched the first one, but I'll get to the other 2 soon. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what the context of yours. It's a film study for your school, for your class, is ICU, huh? Yeah, I feel like maybe, depending on the essay you're writing, it might not even be worth it to watch the other 2. Like, if you're looking for, like, an overall context, of course you would need all 3. And maybe even you could look into the games and kind of use those to get even more context on the franchise to discuss. But you could also just focus on the first film and just use that independently. Almost 1, 2, 3, 4, says Eddie. 1, 3, 2, 4. You played me in a few a while back, my bumble buddy. Wow. Really, I didn't know. J-Bomb versus Hubie in Hearthstone? I only played Hearthstone, J-Bomb. I don't think I've ever had a troll in my chat once, says Connor, huh? Though I admit I'm pretty bad at reading the mood, huh? Well, you'll know a troll when you see one. So Faust remembers this little event here, huh? Looks like Skyrim with a train car, huh? Yeah, I mean, it looks fucking beautiful. This is one that Remy might have played, huh? This seems familiar. This also is hella cliche, though, so maybe that's why. Yeah. Also, again, I never played this game before in my life, and I know this scene. It's one of those things you pick up from, gaming culture. You see it on trailers, you see it in, other Let's Plays and whatever. I had never played Uncharted 2 in my life, but I'm aware of this scene, of him having to climb through the train. But I also wouldn't be surprised if you played it, Remy. This game is, like, the most popular in the series. This was, like, the biggest must-play of the series. Oh, no. I think that a lot of people played this game that didn't play any of the Uncharted's. Like, I'm holding toward... That's not really worth complaining about. But I'm holding toward here, and he's not walking off into his death, right? Because the controls have been contextualized, him standing on this chair. But I just want to stress that this is, again, like a mini-game, right? These mechanics are not indicative of the gameplay. That's the problem I have with Uncharted overall. Look at his hands, they're looking hella beat up, though. It's kind of interesting. I think overall, tonally, this is much darker than the previous game was already, and I appreciate that, personally. It's more peril. Starts the game off, and he's already bleeding and in this fucking fucked up train. That's one difference I can already note. And I just mean, wow. I'm not sure how much this was remastered. Can I climb this? I can, okay. How much it was remastered for the PS4 release, how much is, similar to the way it looked on PS3, but, I mean, look at it for God's sake. Here we go, guys. Got to shoot some guys who have a gun? Got a bad feeling about this. You should decouple the fucking car. It'd probably be impossible, though. Too much pressure on there. So I don't have a gun, no. Might find a gun, though. I feel like I'm going to have to shoot some guys here. Because I remember seeing all the trailers. Smash jump! Yay! He's tough as hell, V7. He's indeed, yeah. He's like a, he's a homage to the classic action serial protagonist. He's pretty much invincible. He's a Superman, but in a regular guy's body. Okay, so I guess I passed out there. We're gonna get a flashback, maybe? I think I would, Landon, yeah. I'm not really big into cinematic type games overall. There are some that I like. I like some walking simulators, if their plot is good enough. And especially, I think a big problem I have with Uncharted, ironically, is I think that it insults my intelligence by pretending to have gameplay.
Buy me a drink, sailor. Harry Flynn?
Harry Flynn? Hey! Let's fucking go, dude. It's that dude.
What are you doing here?
I don't know who he is, but still.
For you, mate. Uh-oh. Should I be flattered or worried? Maybe a bit of both.
Some games are just walking sims. That's their actual genre, and all you do is walk. And it tells you a story as you walk. I don't mind that as much as a game that, has half-assed gameplay.
Huge sum of cash if we acquire a certain object for him. All right, I'm listening. Now, you're not gonna like this. Oh no. No, you're out of your mind. Yeah, you just
Marco Polo, fuck that
Flynn,
guy.
we both know two people who were killed trying to lift something out of this place.
And one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
I can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one who's cracked it, and you know better than anyone. It's a two-person job.
No. 3, actually.
Right. And speak of the devil, here she comes now.
So they've changed Drake's appearance somewhat.
What?
Chloe Fraser.
I'll get used to it.
Nate.
But
Drake,
it's
Nathan.
less
Drake.
stylized in the last game.
Hello, Harry.
Chloe here's one of the best drivers in the business. She'll take good care of us.
I bet.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out.
Again, the voice acting is
Through
godlike.
the sewer.
Loving it so far.
That puts us in the courtyard. From there, we scale up the wall, run across the rooftops, and just drop down into the exhibit hall. Bob's your uncle. And what is worth all this trouble, I hear you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead. But that's it. An oil lamp.
Yeah.
It's an antique, man.
worthless.
You should know about treasure.
I don't get it.
You ever heard it before,
Neither do
Brian?
we,
Bob's your
that's
uncle? That's
why
a
we
pretty
tracked
common
you
expression.
down.
I think it's more,
It sounds like you're
common.
looking for a nutcase. Some collector
in other
who's got
English-speaking
too much
countries
time
than in
and
America.
money on his hands. And by the way, this is not worth any of it.
But there's more.
There's
How's
more.
your 13th century Latin, mate?
Where'd you get this?
So Drake can read a lot of languages. It's one of his
From the
superpowers.
files
There's
of the
more,
nutcase.
Faust.
In Trebizond, we were set upon by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our greatest treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not
They have more
fall
expressive
into the
faces than the
wrong
last
hands,
game.
I concealed my great sorrow in the unlikeliest place. The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
See what I mean? It's just gibberish.
Sure doesn't mean
He's
anything.
talking about the lost fleet.
Yeah.
I know,
The Lost
someone
Fleet,
will fill me in.
guys.
Marco Polo leaves China with 600 passengers and 14 ships loaded down with treasure from Kublai Khan. Now he lands in Persia a year and a half later with only one ship left and only 18 passengers. Now he recorded every detail
It's
of his
going on a
journey,
little
but
bit
he
long.
never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
So somewhere out there are 13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script.
I was
It
gonna
must
read
have
off the
been a
lamp.
gift from Kublai Khan.
Oh, okay.
The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
The light, the
Marco
lamp.
Polo hid
Oh.
something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
I have never in my life, guys, connected
We're digging this
that
guy over, right?
the genie's
Damn
lamp,
straight.
Absolutely.
the classical lamp,
You in then?
is literally a lamp. I'm a dumbass.
What the hell?
It just not hit me after all these years.
what could
It's all
possibly go
connected.
wrong?
All right, guys. So as a cutscene ends here, I hope. I want to say that although it is a lot of exposition, Faust, I like that more than the first game's way of doing a lot of its cutscenes, because at least in this game, I understand from the get-go what we're after. In the first game, a problem I had with the treasure hunting narrative was that it's just like we're out here trying to get treasure, but why? They established it was something to do with Nathan Drake, with Francis Drake, and we didn't really know what it was exactly. Fritz Drake's treasure. We kind of learned halfway through that it was sort of like El Dorado, but it wasn't really that interesting. Wasn't really like tied into the story at all. I appreciate for all the it went kind of long there in the end, but for how long it went, I still appreciate that at least we had a scene where we got together with the fucking the cliched robber gang, right? The cliche, our little Ocean's 11 team there, and we got to actually talk about what the hell we're doing. I feel more invested already in that respect. Got shinies, Brian. Well, I'm listening to chat here. The Lost Fleet, aka the Lost Feet, huh? Yeah, Bob's Uncle, I was thinking English thing. I use it, I guess, over there, probably in Australia as well and stuff. Isn't Latin a dead language, says Steve? Why does it matter what century Latin you know? Yeah, I don't know, Steve. Maybe that's just a thing. Maybe they've made it up. Who talks this, by the way? This dialogue. Yeah, they're being really movie-ish, right? They're doing the whole movie thing. The group of guys getting together and talking about how we're gonna do this heist. It's definitely a cliche. But I'll take it over the last game. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. You'll never see me wearing a dress. Hard cut. They solved that pretty fast for a centuries-old mystery. Yeah, that was kind of funny, right? I like when they were like, "Oh, the light of the Khan reveals the fucking lost fleet." They're like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, okay." I kind of expected that to be like a riddle to play out over the course of the first couple chapters at least, but they kind of figured out there on the little round table. Michael finally realizes what a lamp is. I can understand that. Never in my life, guys. I grew up watching Disney's Aladdin. That was my first exposure to the magic lamp. And since then, that's colored my my understanding of what those actually are. I just realized that they're actually meant for lighting a fire and using it as like a flashlight. Okay, so we're kicking around in the snow here. He's looking pretty fucked up. Let's go, Faust. Let's plug her in. Language evolves over time. Imagine Shakespeare trying to read our English these days, huh? Well, you guys think he could? The light of the super flash reveals the lost fleet. How about the jumping flash? Vic doesn't know about lamps because he's not that bright. Wow, J-Bomb. So I can crawl through there, looks like. Look at my man's fucked up hands. Wow, this area is pretty big. Camera swaying kind of unnaturally to convey to us that he's kind of, wounded. Come on, Drake, what are you fucking kicking around here for like an idiot? Go through there. Set piece barrel. To me, that's cheap. From a game design perspective, again, I think that's kind of cheap. It's leaning, again, it's a cinematic game, right? It leans on the tropes of film rather than all the resources we have that are unique to gaming, right? The fact that you have to design a game around its quote-unquote gameplay to convey all these things to a player. It's not hard to make a game feel perilous. That's something that games have done since the beginning of time. But in a game like this, what they do instead is they take my control away for a minute and then they show something falling over and my guy going, whoa! Okay, very pretty. I get this guy's gun, nice. Aiming, nice. What's up, societies? I'm struggling to find a good ROM or Third Strike. Does anybody have a good link? If you go to Katie Alpha's Discord server, if you go to, actually, I'm not sure how you'd find that off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm surprised you can't find it on Google. That's what I did, I Googled it. Good luck, societies. Kind of hard to believe Drake has the stamina to go this far with fatal wounds. Yeah, I'm not as bothered by that. Again, that's if you want to pick a fight with that, you're picking a fight with every action film ever made. Right? He's superhuman. We can appreciate that. We can suspend our disbelief in that respect. He's like an action hero. So he wants me to jump somewhere, I guess, huh? It's a dead end after all. Oh, I'm gonna open this, maybe? Okay. Annoying. I hate when in a game you have to kind of like walk to a spot and get a prompt and know what to do. You have to kind of just basically walk aimlessly until you get prompted. Ammo, nice. Okay, got my gun, got my gag. Gonna find some guys here soon. Kick through this, I guess. Here. I'll also shoot this. Okay. Tutorials.
Of course it's locked.
Use the same tutorial in the last game. That's not a bad idea for a tutorial. You know, it's like an inanimate object to shoot. It's kind of like a aim and shoot tutorial. Then without any peril involved, I don't have to actually like, defend myself the first time I do it. Kidoki. So I have a theory, guys, and maybe I'm totally off base with this, but from what little I've seen of the gameplay of future Uncharted's... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Karma's a bitch.
I have a theory that part of what makes them more popular is that they're take place in more urban environments. The first game was pretty much all entirely in jungles and ruins. I think this game's gonna have more like city stuff going on. Right now we're in like a train, more like a mechanical vibe. I think that maybe people relate to that better. It's an oil lamp. There should be a wick in the spout. Yeah, I can picture it now that I understand what it actually is. He's Super Drake, Lord of the Gut Wounds, yeah. He's kind of cool, he shivers too. Yeah, I think that, you know, I don't realize it until now, but if this game can maintain a darker tone than the first game, I think I'll be more interested in the story. I think that now that I realize playing this, that part of what had to turn me off from the first game was it was pretty goofy. Like, it was mad goofy. This game I expect to be kind of goofy as well. But if it was a little more serious and a little bit more, like, you know, a little more tension, I think I would appreciate that. Not that I'm saying it would make it a great game or anything. I think I'm over the super jumps, right? Super jump! Okay, camera's out of my control. What do you want me to do here? Get a prompt? Climb on something? Okay. Yeah, see, in this game you kind of just gotta mash sometimes and hope that Drake knows what to do. I don't know what to do, but Drake might know what to do, so just hit his button and see what he does. Oh no! Hope he doesn't die. He's got a cool compass watch. Got more flashbacks here. Want me to mash buttons or what? Yeah, that's weird. There's a little loading screen there. Hello? Who's there? Knock, knock, knock. So we're gonna figure out how we got to the situation, right, with the train.
Hello.
Hello, love. This guy has a habit of just grabbing women.
So much for foreplay.
You mind telling me what the hell is going on?
You mean with Flynn?
Yeah, you might have warned me.
And missed the look on your face?
Would you kill Flynn?
Anyway, you haven't exactly made yourself easy to find.
Talk about making yourself easy.
Damn!
You're not jealous. Let's not forget who walked out on whom. After all, you don't get to be jealous.
Wait a minute, Chloe.
If it makes you feel any better, my relationship with Flynn is strictly professional.
Really?
Mostly professional.
Oh.
When I figured out he was actually on to something, I thought you'd want to be in on the action.
So what's the plan?
Just like we said.
Well, fuck a little bit, I
We pull
suppose.
the heist, we find the ships, and we make off with the treasure.
What happened to Flynn? They kill him?
And then?
And then we split the take 3 ways, and you and I just disappear. Together, this time.
I see.
Until then, he can't know about us.
So Flynn's still alive, huh? They're gonna
He's
betray him.
Gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be fine. Trust me.
Sex scene, guys. You guys are begging for it in the last game. Here we go. WAP, guys. That's what that painting was symbolic of. Missed some stuff in the chat. I guess my chat stopped updating on my side for some reason. Let's see if I can check it out on this screen. See here. Train goes into the tunnel. Something I missed in there. Lay that pipe home since found. Femme fatales, classics of VSAT. Classic. I'm sure the last game didn't have one of those. They're trying to get all the tropes down. I think Uncharted 2 is considered the best in people's opinion because of Chloe's massive ass, huh? That could be a part of it. Maybe Elena ended up hooking up with Sully. Yeah, I think I understand from the 4th game, little I've seen of it, I think that that Nathan and Elena, whatever her name is, Eliza, whatever her name is, get together in the end. I wonder if she's going to be in this game at all. No spoilers, please, guys. Could just be that she's not in this game. They decided later on to make her a love interest. Alright. What do you want now, game? Just wander around until something happens? Curse you, teen ratings! Yeah, they can't show the sex scene. I'm just going to jump and hope he makes it. Go! I like how he can barely walk, but he can just like make these flying leaps. So I'm gonna go over here, I think. But what if I were to go this way? The Bible and stuff seems like a pretty exclusive language, says Eddie. Huh? The old Aramaic. So I couldn't go any further that direction. Maybe if I pack his wound with snow. As long as it's not yellow snow. Okay, you want me to climb this? Okay. Anything cool back here? What? Oh, there it is. Okay. Got a weird thing. Oh, I can inspect with options button. Okay, what we got here? I like these in the last game. I like them in this game. They're cool. I wouldn't even mind more. I would like to have like maybe some little text telling me what it is. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun, to be honest. It'd be like a little museum. There's abundant fire. He just needs to stop being a pussy and cauterize the wound, says Faust, huh? Dude, I couldn't cauterize a wound, but Drake's supposed to be like a superhero. You'd think he would be able to do it. Got a spoon there, playing a spoon instrument. Okay, dope. I'm in Asia. They're trying to convey to me that I'm in Asia. I think the last game, you know, we had all those artifacts were more or less related to where I was at. We have internal bleeding, says Eddie. Probably a little bit, but, you know, it's all right. Better than both. That was entirely the point, Eddie Greenard. It was an exclusive language that only those within the institution knew. The institution would have exclusive powers over its interpretation. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, man. How's he gonna make out of this one guy? He's gonna get rescued, right? There's no way I can make it home in this state. Got some chest-high walls? Uh-oh. Chest-high walls! Was that a crack pipe, this kind of? Yeah, you got the frosted tips, Faust. Please be a sword. This game would go 10 out of 10 out of nowhere. Aw. That's a steak, though. Got some vampires. The last game had zombies in the very end. I really didn't know from the outside, and I want to stress, my memory is fucking terrible. I beat Uncharted 1 when it came out. But from what I've seen of Uncharted since then, and having forgotten how Uncharted 1 played out, I forgot there was any supernatural elements at all. Anything could happen in this game. Oh no, he's gonna die. Man, I expect to be very critical of this playthrough. I'm trying to reserve my criticism for things that I personally find to be especially egregious. Because again, a lot of these tropes are just, you know, they're action movie tropes.
We won't need them. A little insurance, that's all.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. And we have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught, they will lock us up and throw away the sodding key. You do realise that, don't you?
Good voice acting.
Better than you do. Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes. Yeah, and we won't.
So the humor is much
We're here.
raunchier in this so far. We got gay jokes. We got, you know, jokes about people being easy. They're trying to make it more mature. It's not landing with me, you know, especially. But you can tell they're trying to make it a little bit more mature than the last game. I would say overall it seems less goofy, and I appreciate that. And that's part of their way of making the tone less goofy, I think, is make it a little bit more, you know, teen.
So what do we do if they switch the patrols?
Figure it out as we go.
We cannot fumble our way through this.
I don't fumble, I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'm adaptable.
Adaptable.
You cocky bastard.
So the last game had, you know, it was well received for being very cinematic. This game seems to have
What did I
longer
tell you?
cutscenes overall.
That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
You need to have a little more faith in me, chum.
Could just be the intro.
Okay, this one
It's not unusual for a video game to have a lot of long
Remember,
cutscenes in the
that
intro.
tower is our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out.
Am I gonna be able to actually do a
I'll
heist?
have the van waiting at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
I like him. He's Philly.
Chloe. See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
What's the opposite of a cocky bastard? Huh? A pussy bitch? Cocky bastard?
You sure
Pussy
you know
bitch?
where
Yeah,
you're
I can
going?
live with that.
Don't I always?
Oi, Nate! Did you like this bird? She's a bit of alright, innit? Yeah, I guess she is. Is he English too, do you think? I kind of thought he was Australian for some reason. But she seems clearly like she's English. So I don't want to go where he's going, that's for damn sure. Okay. Yeah, also I'm realizing now playing this, wow. It's like they heard my complaint in the last game. Like, this guy Vencabot in 10 years from now, he's going to start complaining about this flail jump. We can't have the second game have a flail jump. Let's. What can you do if not a flail jump? I don't know, maybe like a spider monkey jump? Give me back the flail jump, guys. Never thought I'd say that. Wow! I can't. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. That's what I'm saying. Find some fucking devs who listen to complaints made 10 years in the future. The little altitude jump. I'll do it one more time. It's like they heard me complaining about the flail jump in the last game. They're like, you know what? Let's fuck that flail jump. Spider monkey jump, yeah! I have never seen a jump like that in any video game, dude. I have never in my life. Maybe in a Spider-Man game.
Don't you love the way the water
Just spreads his arms and legs out as he flies through the air, dude. Oh my god. That's great. Okay, beautiful. Can I go first person in this game? That's what I really wanted to do in the last game. But I still can't. I get letterboxing when I zoom in. Alright, I guess they're taking the whole cinematic thing maybe a little bit too far. Like, it's kind of annoying. I mean, when I zoom in, I already see less. Whenever you zoom in a camera, you see less overall. I already got to chop off part of the screen. His name's Flynn. This guy's name is Flynn, yes. $20 said they made it in like Flynn jokes. Oh, no, I hope not, J-Bomb. I hope it's not on screen. They can make it off screen if they want to. But they better not say that on screen. So, should I go down there? I think I should. Okay. I'm not dead, at least. So, can I find some treasure? I think there's treasure over here, right? See, I see a sparkle? No, my imagination. Just my imagination. Running away with me. Yes, I'm saying it's Spider-Man jump. Yeah! That Spider Monkey jump. Just spreads his arms and legs out as he flies through the air. Unbelievable. Who does his hair? Yeah, Nathan Drake got pretty good hair. You gotta admit. Some men just want to watch the world burn, Eddie, huh? Some men. I can't do a impression of that. Oh my fucking god, bro. How can I make him do it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable animation. Zach Baggins, huh? The Ghost Adventures guy. I never watched Ghost Adventures. Wee. unbelievable. It kind of makes sense though in the context when he hits the wall. I kind of like that. You know, it kind of makes sense for him to kind of like spread his arms and legs out when he's coming toward a wall. But otherwise, I don't get it. Oh, I want to jump onto that thing. Oh, I'm gonna do some platforming here. Okay. I can climb up here. Why? Secrets? No, just a dead end. All right.
It's like the good old days, isn't it?
Yeah, speedrun strats. Yeah, you can glitch him out to make him do a spider monkey jump. What do you want me to do? Okay. Climb. I'm still not a huge fan of these parts. This is, you know, a problem I had in the last game was these stupid pre-programmed platforming parts. It just seemed like a waste of time. It's busy work. I can't really do anything. It's not like I can actually make any choices or anything. It's just gotta follow along. Gotta connect the dots.
Oh, wait. This can't be right. We must have made a wrong turn.
Come on,
somewhere.
Flynn.
Hey, now what do you bet that will take us right into the boiler room? And from there, we're in.
How do we get up there?
In like Flynn, right? What?
Oh!
I don't get it. Just give me a boost.
This might be unfair, but I want you guys to back me up in the chat, please. I blame J-Bomb for that. I personally blame J-Bomb for that. Those motherfuckers went and did it, Eddie. Oh my god, guys. I'm mad salty. Just about got here. I wish you would got here before me, Jim. I'm seeing what I'm like, no! Oh shit, I didn't want to do that.
Here it comes. Thanks.
Alright. I wasn't looking what happened. You guys don't want to know what happened. Living in Toronto? You're 2 parts of the tutorial, huh? Nice. Hopefully you're learning a lot from it. I actually rewatched it recently. It's our most viewed video on YouTube. I was like, why is this video the most watched on YouTube? Let me go check it out. And actually, I was quite happy with it. Hopefully you're finding it somewhat educational as well. You'd think he's British. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe he was Australian at first, but yeah, I think you're right. I think he and her are both British, English, whatever you want to call them. Need your help again, dude. No, I don't. Do I? Jump, spider monkey jump. There we go. Cringy joke happens. Guys, you guys enjoyed the stream? Consider subbing on Patreon. Yeah, exactly. Let's play some Borte. He's automatically climbing. Alright. Well, honestly,
you ready?
Again, to be very abstract here, I gotta say, I prefer this over the first game where I couldn't decide where I went at all. Like, if this game had more of this bullshit, yeah, it's, you know, it's not very deep or anything, but I'd rather be able to control where I go and maybe find some other pathways, who knows? Chloe's more Aussie than me. Think so, Connor? They're so cheesy as VSAV. Yeah, I think that's sort of part of the idea, right? You would hope. If you're being generous. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Did you see about Dreamhaven? What the hell is Dreamhaven, Natrana? Never heard of it. It's like a Northerners' Faust. If you were watching Dante, you would have found it handy like dandy, huh? You guys know Connor's English, right? He has a really great accent. A highly enjoyable accent. Give me that thing. I saw a thing. Let's check it out. 27 ex-Blizzard employees, led by Mike Morhaime, started a new game company. Oh, well, I'm not a huge fan of Blizzard. I never really got into Warcraft or Starcraft that much, so I'm not that excited. But it sounds like for those that are looking for like more RTS from Blizzard, that could be exciting. He's got things from the land down under. He might be Australian, maybe. So Steve's excited for Dreamhaven. Why, Steve? What are you looking forward to from Dreamhaven? You guys ever have one of those chocolate coins? That's all I can think of when I'm looking at this. That makes me really hungry for a chocolate coin. They're taking apps for Game Engineer, huh? Okay. Thinking about applying in Toronto? Is that how you're trying to learn some programming? Or maybe so you don't miss the boat next time? Just literally going near everything in case I see a prompt pop up. I like that animation more than the last one where you're kind of trying to scramble up the wall and didn't get nothing. There's a sub, Jumpy. I feel like my streak should be longer, but happy 10 months, huh? Happy 10 months indeed, bro. How goes the mana speedrunning? Chumpy, I was on Hubie's stream last night trying to pop somebody's Legend of Mana cherry by exposing them to sweet, sweet little cactus. That game's artwork is so good, dude. That game's artwork is insane. It's the old school Blizz, guys. We're hoping to make a more dev and consumer-friendly game company. Who are hoping to make a more game? Oh. Again, I was never a huge fan of Blizzard. Let me rephrase that. I love Warcraft 2. And I love StarCraft. But that's really all I played of theirs. I'm not really like a huge Blizzard fan. I think they're really mostly known for World of Warcraft. And of course, like, what else do they do? That Overwatch game people seem to like a lot. Brownie Brown went nuts with the artwork. Yo, I think I've told you about this before, Chumpy. I think we discussed this. But did you know that there is a Switch Harvest Moon game that is in the universe? It's actually a licensed game from.
Reach up there and grab the ladder.
Reach up where? Grab what ladder? Fuck, what's the name of that fucking cat? Doraemon. It's a Doraemon game, but it's done by Brownie Brown, and it looks so good. I think it's their first game they've done in a very long time, in that Legend of Mana style. But, in HD. Yeah, I didn't really play Diablo myself, not yet, personally. Faust is here. Warcraft 2 and 3 are great if you're into RTS. I never played 3, my brother loved it, though. There's a gift sub, J-Bomb, to Connor. Legend of Mana, Johnny. That's one of my all-time favorite games. Easily in my top 10, maybe probably my top 3. Might be my second favorite game of all time, even. Climb up there, you goof. Yeah, it is the 4th mana game. There was, Seiken Densetsu and 2, which got an SNES, and 3, which just came out recently in the US officially. After that, there was Legend of Mana, which is sort of like the black sheep. That was when it started going downhill for the franchise. That was considered by me to be like the last really good game in the franchise. And there are those that say that's where it started to kind of decline. There are those that aren't a huge fan of that game. I can see why. Want me to jump over there? Can I do that? No. I want to climb the ladder, but again, just follow along. Don't get too fancy here. I want it to be a little bit less linear, but it's whatever. I think I do remember you talking about that. I'll have to do some research. I wish it wasn't like $60. I could go hard on some, even though it's I don't know anything about Doraemon personally.
Courtyard.
But I like Harvest Moon, and I like that fucking art style, so I'd probably be really into it. I found my old WoW and Diablo battle chest when cleaning recently, huh? The classic battle chest. It was such a good value. Dragon Quest 11S is coming out in December. 11S. What's 11S, Eddie? I know about Dragon Quest 11, right? It's the new one that came out. It was already on Switch, right? Yeah, it's mad expensive, Chumpy. I'm not sure if it's 60, it might be 40. But I know it's like full price. I was like, fuck.
Well, we're not going this way.
If it was like 20, I would be in it.
Your skin. All right. There's got to be a shut-off valve around here somewhere.
There's got to be a record of you someplace. You gotta be in somebody's books. It's a Switch version, but it's coming to other platforms. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I'm trying to like the SNES one. I only played the Game Boy Color one, believe it or not. And I love that game. Thank you, Faust, for putting pictures on Discord of the battle chests. And used the orchestral score. Yeah, I've heard people really criticize the original version score. I heard it and thought it wasn't that bad, but people find it very annoying. Yes, Connor, yes. The gribs.
Are you mental? We've got to turn it off somehow.
Come on, dude. I know how hot this game's gonna be. So get the video game, mate. Just go find the lever. What are you doing? Just gonna stand there? Well, you're the protagonist, dude. So I can't use this from here. I have to use this thing, I see. Mash it. It's free on Games Pass. Really?
You got it.
They're trying to introduce the puzzle mechanics of your first video game ever. They're like, okay, here's how you do like the basic puzzles. Every game is somebody's first video game, guys. I realized after we were criticizing Uncharted 1, like after the credits rolled, that if it's your first video game, I think for many it would be, considering the way it was marketed as like it's big cross, basically a big push to get people in a game that weren't into gaming previously, right? you would say that it was engineered in some ways to be someone's first video game. And in that respect, you know, maybe it wasn't as bad as I was giving it credit for. It was really dumb. It's a very dumb, simple game. But if you look at it as baby's first video game, then, you know, you could do worse. I think that, considering the way it was marketed, it's fair to be pissed off that it wasn't deeper. I also think there's an argument to be made, guys. You guys might agree or disagree that I think that baby's first game, it doesn't necessarily have to be a really simple game. It's kind of insulting, right? I think a lot of us, our first games were, you know, games that were maybe a little bit more, you know, involved, and we kind of learned from playing. So I think sometimes these developers don't really appreciate the intelligence of a gamer. That jump, it makes more sense when he grabs on something. Not quite as funny. Can't remember what my first game was, Eddie, huh? What was the first game you really loved? How about that? We talked about that at Hubie stream. What's the first game you really loved? For me, it was probably, like a profound love was probably Final Fantasy Tactics. Perhaps it was Pong was his first ever game. Yeah, my first ever game that I played was probably Sonic and Knuckles. That's a really great game, still, to me. My earliest memory is of the SNES and Super Mario All-Stars game, huh? I think my first video game was either Duck Hunt or Super Mario Bros. The first one you loved, huh? See, it's funny you mentioned that, Faust, because we were talking about on Hubie's stream about the first game somebody loved. He said, the first game I ever loved was FF7. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of cliche to say that, but that was my first, like, gaming love. And I was like, oh, it might be, you know, it might be a very popular first game to fall in love with. I wouldn't say it's cliche, but I do think that the reason why it's so popular to have that legacy is because of its big marketing push, right? The fact is, it was a must-play game. It was a blockbuster game, and it also happened to be a really amazing game. So, you know, that combination of it being a really profound, emotional, mechanically satisfying title, and also being really hard to not have, you know, heard about, made it a lot of people's, like, first game that really made them go, whoa. And I think that that's something that a game like Uncharted lacks, right? It might have had that marketing push behind it, but I think that it's a shame that, you know, mechanically and narratively even, it's just not really pushing boundaries. I think it's going to be a lot of people's, you know, first game, and I think it might have served them well in that respect. I think they're not going to remember it as fondly as the years go by, as the decades go by even. So Brian said maybe it was Zelda 2, the first game he ever loved. There were many games in between that I had a lot of fun with. Metal Cloud 1 wins that one, Eddie, huh? The first games you really were like, whoa. Like, it really touched you. Steve says here, I remember playing old school Star Wars flight games, and it came with a dummy thick manual for controls, huh? Can't tell you your first game ever, but that was like a game that was a game that you remember very clearly. Mario World is counter, huh? Mario World. Also a really great game. I played Mario after Sonic, and I think that Mario never appealed to me as much because of that. Not that I didn't like it, I did love that game a lot. But I think that I preferred Sonic's gameplay to Mario overall. Yeah, I didn't know what the game wanted me to do there, so I just jumped. That's something I kind of do in this game sometimes. It's like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm going to hit this button and see if Drake knows what to do. Oh, I want me to shimmy over here? I should have watched. Oh, I can drop down and shimmy, maybe. There we go. Okay. When you open a new game and the manual smells amazing, huh? Yeah, the kids these days don't know, dude. There's no manuals anymore. Remy played Super Mario Bros. With my grandmother when I was like 6 or 7. The first game I ever played was Zelda Ocarina of Time by myself, huh? Ruined all the games for me. I can see what that would be, Remy. I can see what that would be. That is a hell of a game to play as your first game. Kind of similar to FF7, right? It's a game that had a big marketing push and also was a great game. Press O to take cover. I saw a shiny. I want to go back and get it, but did I miss my chance? That guy's hella low poly.
Okay. Now there should be a door just around this corner. That's our exit.
Still hella shiny in this game. You guys like that, or at least I like that.
You got me?
That's a change from the last game. I mentioned the last game. I think overall the last game had a big issue with not having enough shinies. So I want to get that treasure that was over there. I saw a shiny, but how do I reach it? It was way over there. Maybe I already passed it? That's hilarious. I missed my shiny. Hope this game has a fucking chapter select. Last game kind of lacked that. Jump to the pipe, Drake! Jump to that pipe, Drake! There's one right there behind you. Grab it! Damn. I think I missed a shiny somehow. Grand Stream Saga, says Eddie. I never played Grand Stream Saga. I've heard of it. Yeah, video game manuals, I think that they're great, except for Genesis ones. Something about those always seemed shitty, even when I had no basis for comparison. My first console ever was a Genesis, and my first game ever was Sonic and Knuckles. And even from then, you're like, oh, this manual kind of sucks. I can go back. If I'm lucky, come on, I want to go all the way back and find the shiny. Everybody doesn't go, I gotta go catch up with fucking Flynn. It's over there. How do I get over there? Non-linear gameplay? Right? Maybe I just missed it when I walked past it. Maybe it was like literally right there and I missed it. But this is kind of exciting, right? It's a revelation. First time in the series, probably, where you actually have to do some complex platforming to reach a spot that has a shiny. As though the gameplay itself might actually be non-linear in some capacity, even if it's in a small way, right? It's right over there. How do I reach it? I gotta get that ladder. But I can't jump from here. Let me jump from here diagonally? Hup! Let's fucking go. Non-linear gameplay, dude, kind of. I can go back! This ain't fucking FF13, boys. I can go back. Easy. Uh-oh, it's bad. Okay. That worked out pretty well. My first game was SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, so I was ecstatic when the remaster came out. Have you played it, Landon? I've heard it was pretty good. I heard that game was kind of slept on. It's like one of those games that's like actually a good licensed game. Some people assume that when a game has like a cartoon character on it that's well known or it's based on a movie, it's going to be ass automatically, right? But there have been some times in history where it's actually not been terrible. Nice to have a code in the case to redeem the game digitally, if you're lucky, yeah. Give you some DLC or some shit, if anything. It might just be an ad in there. Dude, I have a case. I bought this game back when digital games were still kind of new, and there was a lot of controversy at the time about if they would even be a thing. I bought a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on PS3. And because at the time there was this theory that hardcore gamers wanted to have a shelf full of games, and that digital wouldn't satisfy them that way, they released a GameStop exclusive version of the game that came in a case. And you open the case, you buy the case, it'd be shrink wrapped. You open the shrink wrap, open the case, and inside there's an empty case. Inside is just a little slip of paper with the code to download it on. There's no disc. So I got a copy of this game in a box, but it just had a slip in the inside. Yes, Road Rage, yeah, Hubie, yeah, it's a game, it's like a good licensed game. Need to get the 12 animal talismans to make that jump, huh? I love the reviewer who rated the remaster poorly because he was too much of a brainlet to figure out a puzzle, huh? I think I've heard about that, yeah. There's some guy that got pissed off at Bikini Bottom because he couldn't figure out a basic baby puzzle. It was good, says Landon. Very nostalgic for me. I bet you hear that. I wonder if it sold well. It kind of was a thing for like 2 seconds on the, oh, that's my guy. In the gaming press, and I never heard of it again. Remember that empty case nonsense? It always bothered me on some weird level. Yeah, it's very bizarre of an idea. As though the disc itself were, expensive to manufacture. I really feel like it was more about normalization, right? It was them trying to normalize digital games at a time where there's still some pushback, unlike nowadays. They said, burn to a disc. What's up, Dick? Welcome aboard, man. Burn to a disc. I remember that empty case. I'm sorry, yeah. The game really makes you feel like SpongeBob. A little something for everybody. 4 out of 10. Wow. So you picture of a burger. It's not about the beef. It's about the idea of a burger. Yes. Isn't it delicious? Look at this burger. Isn't it delicious? Yes, it is. It is delicious. Okay. Beautiful graphics, of course. Beautiful environment. Can I steal this? It would be great if I had like a shiny triangle here and put it in his pocket. This giant fucking statue. Getting kind of bored now, though, to be honest. So, triangle to kick the door open or whatever. Again, it's kind of this game's MO, right? I have no idea what Drake's going to do there. He's going to do something. And it's not up for me to decide what it's going to do. What do you think he's going to do here? Let's take bets. I have a prompt here. The do something prompt. He's not going to kick it, right? Because that would be too loud. He's going to open it quietly. He's going to pick the lock. What do you guys think? Just happy to have you, Dix. Just happy to have you. Borgor. There's something here in the chat from Steve. Did you guys see the gaming journalist who was so excited that he got a copy of that Marvel game? He posted a photo of the codes for the game before redeeming them. Oh no, Steve. What a doofus. This guy works in the industry. Some of the stores would shrink wrap the disc inside the manual Imagine the poop in my pants when I see no game in the case spindle. Some of the stores would shrink wrap the disc inside the manual. I don't actually understand what you mean. Imagine the poop in my pants when I see no game in the case spindle. Just mash jump while you run around. That jump animation is super goofy. It doesn't work on the ground, unfortunately. He just does a little hop. He does a hop in the last game. I have to kind of glitch it out from do his spider monkey jump. It will probably work here. No. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of finicky when he'll do the spider monkey jump. That was it right there. Yes! Fucking yes, dude. It's so good. Cartwheel, jiggle the handle, and it's locked. Like, I like that idea, Eddie. Let's find out. If Eddie gets this right, we gotta all celebrate Eddie here. There it is! He jiggled the handle, and it was locked! Good. Eddie Greenheart! Can I get some easy games, please, for Eddie? Please, I'm begging you guys.
Wait! There's an alarm.
Thank you, Faust.
Great.
Thank you, Brian.
Now what?
Well, I can disarm it if we can find the junction box. It's got to be around here somewhere.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, that was D Scott said. I'm sorry, it was D Scott, not Eddie. It was D Scott said that. Eddie and D Scott, dude. Eddie's to celebrate Eddie for being great and for being Irish. Celebrate D Scott for being correct as fuck. Yeah, Mr. Edu sent that post. Fucking D Scott wins flawlessly with the jiggly. The little jiggle and slide. He even said, it's locked. That was fucking perfect. I should have watched it. I was getting too hype. Here for Eddie, says D Scott. Indeed, Eddie is great. But D Scott had the correct guess there. Incredibly correct. Like, extremely accurate. But I was getting too hype there. I didn't see what he said. I'm just going to walk around until I figure out what he wants me to do here. Picture the noise, yes. Yeah, I was reading too fast and saw Eddie's name there. But indeed, here for Eddie. He's great. He's Irish. What more do you want? So I gotta find a way to open this door, huh? The door is locked. It's too loud. I can't shoot it. It'd be too loud. I don't even have a gun. Gotta find a way to... It's locked mechanically, right? I gotta figure out how to open it with finding the mechanism, huh? Whatever cliches are we gonna see, huh? I got a bad feeling, or we have company. Oh no, J-Bomb, please be careful, guys. Yeah, there's an alarm up there. I gotta find a way to disable the alarm, I think. Someone changed the rock that the Left 4 Dead 2 tank throws into a Wario model? So he throws Wario now? Grab the rope! Yeah, there's an alarm up there. I gotta figure out how to, like, disable it. So let's go back a little ways. I think I would see a prompt by now. If it were anywhere in here. It's gotta be further back here, huh? There's a thing there, like a panel, but no. Hello? I should have been paying attention, but I got too hype. Oh, well, that was lucky. Look at the size of that fucking switch, dude. You ever seen a goddamn, what do they call those things? A fuse? Like that? Oh my god. So you're right, D-Scott. It was a breaker box, but that was the biggest. They're usually like this wide. Good night, Steve. Rest well, homie. Alright, good job, Flynn.
Shit. I got him.
Exit cover around corners, press forward and tap O. Wait, like this? Oh. Okay. That's a new feature. Not sure it's any good. Stealth attack. Approach an enemy and then press square. Okay. I think that's in the last game too, I think. I just never did.
Lights out.
He's fucking killed that guy. See him snap his fucking neck? Am I tripping? That guy's fucking dead. Good job, Drake. These guys are like, no guns. They're just security guards. We don't need to kill them. This man just snapped his fucking neck. Lights out. Permanently. What? He's that Vulcan neck pinch, huh? I don't know if he did, dude. I hope he did. Kind of like how Batman doesn't kill, right? Yeah. No guns, Flynn. Come on, just for insurance, Drake. He's like, no, there's security guards, man. Remember that cutscene that happened like fucking 10 minutes ago? This man's like, all right, stay back, Flynn. I got this. Guy's like, bah! He's dead. That's Moida, it is indeed. Guard's got the keys for all the doors. Is these guys? I don't know, should I loot him? No, this guy doesn't. We're trying to get this lamp, right?
There's the tower.
This is what we're looking for,
Yeah.
unlike in the last
We
game.
can only get to it from the roof, and we can't get to the roof from here. We're gonna have to make our way to the next courtyard, through that gate over there.
Pretty
Well,
smart.
let's do it.
Can't even find a way around my own house sometimes. These guys are looking at maps before they go, and they're all prepared. He would adapt and improvise if needed, huh? You're right. They're trying to convey to us how adaptable he is. Okay. Take cover, press O, and it's an object, yeah. There you go. So we got some more stealth stuff. Is there somebody up there? Oh, there he is. Okay. Toward and press O. All right. So if there's a, yeah, I can go around the edge here. Now, can I snap his neck from behind him? No, so this is kind of glitchy. I have to be out of cover. How do I get out of cover? Oh no, it doesn't work. It's glitched. Oh shit, what? I can't get out of cover? Maybe because the game's trying to train me to do something here? I can't move at all now. Oh, square. Okay. So it's like Batman. There's no prompt for that, though.
We've got to get up to that balcony.
It's like Batman. I should supposed to press square to get to the takedown.
Got it.
So in real gameplay, I can get out of cover. Okay, this in the tutorial I couldn't. Okay, I'm about to say, that was really weird. Because I was in the tutorial, so I couldn't get out of cover. Does have a cool hand? Bonk. So this game actually has like meaningful stealth. That would be an improvement over the first game. I doubt that it will, because I really feel like even The Last of Us, which stealth was the main things, didn't have that good of stealth. But I'll take it over the stupid platforming. Cool little lion up there. What's about Light and Dave? Cool lion's gonna tell Dave where the line is. Take my hands out of control. There's the sub, Ben Mighty. It's like, hello. What's up, Ben? How you doing? How's life in the DF dub? Look at this dude. Is he doing 69 with a... Hang on. What am I looking at here? Taking guesses. What is this guy doing? I think he's doing 69 with a giant rat with no tail. What do you guys think? Ben's making a smart choice, huh? It's an investment. I hope you're right, guys. But one day you guys can sell your fucking Vencabot subs for $100 each. I'm stuck in the same courtyard. I cannot get out of here, says J-Bomb, huh? You have to press square. Maybe you can't get past this part. You haven't figured out. You're maybe further than me, huh? I haven't figured out what to do. Wish I had your hair, voice, and mic installed, my Dave, huh? It's not really my mic. My mic is pretty good. It's a stage mic. But what I've done is I've gone through and painstakingly looked up the specs on it, and then put on a EQ to equalize the frequency response. If you know the specs on your mic, guys, you know its frequency responsiveness at various different frequencies. You can then use an EQ to balance it digitally, which can make it sound a lot nicer. That's a little bit of advice for you guys. A little bit of audio engineering advice. He's holding a blankie. Let's see if he's holding a blankie. Let's see if I can co-sign this. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think he's fucking a rabbit. But I hope you're right. Ben's like, good, happy to hear you're doing well, dude. You guys don't know Ben. Ben is a Third Strike player from DFW, that is to say, Texas. Yeah, I'm playing this game. I'm enjoying it more than the first game already. There are some things I believe are truly profoundly improved right off the bat. Oh, I can climb this. Isn't that what J-Bomb didn't know you could do this, huh? There are other things that are not as good. I think I'm more interested in the story just because the tone is different. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm gonna jump that away. Can I climb up there? I mean, they're looking at me. You know what they want me to do here? Okay.
Hiçbir şey olmuyor. Bazen o kadar canım
Oh
sıkılıyor.
yeah, very narrow vision.
Yanık kalmakta zorluk çekiyorum.
Yeah, but windscreen is multi-scout doesn't really do a lot, believe it or not. It's not as important as you guys would think. At the range that I talk from. They're more important if you're like way up close. Let's see here. I use some compression and noise gates as well. Yeah, compression is also very important. That way I can move around. You guys can hear me more or less the same volume no matter where I am. I go pretty hardcore, hand. I take it I take a lot of personal pride in the presentation value of the stream. I don't know, Majin. I'm not sure if I'm going to play all the Uncharted games. They're playing at least 1 and 2, at least. I'll see how I feel after this game's over. This game is bad, not me. 0 out of 10, says J-Bomb, huh? So, what am I to do here exactly? Let me just run up there and punch you? Go off the sledge?
Orada.
Okay, let me punch these guys, I think.
Sweet dreams.
He just ran behind his ass and fucking... Amazing. This game really makes you feel like Nathan Drake. Yeah, I think that what I'm enjoying about it overall so far, and the game is just starting, is that the platforming already seems a little bit more intelligent. Not by much. But there's a little bit more to do in the platforming. There's a little bit more like, where do I want to go? In that one part where I found the little treasure, it's kind of fun that I've actually had an opportunity to go back and do some actual optional platforming to find treasure. That was dope. I mean, relatively speaking. That's really the bare minimum you'd expect, but, for compared to the last game, that's good. And it seems like they kind of tease there's some stealth involved. It's kind of fun. Again, narratively, I appreciate that they kind of they did more to establish what the fuck I'm doing than the last game did. So I'm more invested in this heist, even if only by a little bit.
Okay, we're almost there.
I'll go right, you go left.
Okay. See, I'm kind of doing some stealth stuff. I'm kind of enjoying that. It kind of feels like Batman a little bit. I'm not really that great at stealth. Apparently I didn't trigger anybody. So in this game, the stealth doesn't necessarily have like quiet takedown. They're loud takedowns. Just punch a guy out. There's some little animations I've noticed where he walks over bodies or he'll walk in the snow a little bit differently. I really think that the one thing that I appreciate more in this game already is the fact that the tone seems a little bit darker. And I know that's a cop-out, considering what I just got done saying about how it was my great fear that this game's only improvement was going to be in the tone. So I can run around and I still sneak in when I'm running. But it does do a lot to make me less critical right off the bat, right? It's really not that makes it much better of a game. It's just that it makes me less critical off the bat because it's something I find more interesting. The last game's goofy atmosphere, I think, made me very critical right off the bat. How dare you use this tone box? Pop filter mostly helps with some P and S sounds. Very minor overall, yeah. Chump, the first game, I really, really hated it. I could go on that whole rant again. My problem with Uncharted as a franchise, having only played the first game in my life, is that the main problem with it is that there's not a lot of agency in the gameplay. It's as though the game kind of plays itself and you sort of along for the ride. And I found that very annoying. And in this game already, I do feel somewhat like I'm a little bit more... Well, I'm giving me more treasure off the bat. You guys noticed that too, right? There is more treasure around. I feel like it's rewarding my exploration more. Which is something I really wanted in the last game. To have, more spots that were kind of off the beaten path, have treasure on them, than just have nothing. This game has really been kind of making it rain in that respect. Where if I kind of go off the beaten trail, I'm being rewarded for it, which I really appreciate. It's some of this kind of an exploration-based gamer, psychologically. I kind of like when I look in a corner and find something. And the last game had a lot of corners, but not a lot of somethings to find. How dare you use a stone box? I thought the first one was the worst one to been muddy. I heard the first one is the worst in the series. This one's supposedly the best in the series, supposedly. I had played the first one when it came out, and I really hated it. And I went into it on stream expecting to hate it, and I did. This game, I expected to be very similar to the first game, and so far I've been kind of focusing on what's different about it. And there are some things, and so far they've all been positive. But if minor. Positive if minor. But yeah, the intro kind of has me interested, which is more than the last game ever had me. I actually kind of am curious to see how this all plays. I'm curious about Flynn and Chloe and how their relationship plays out. And I like this environment. I kind of want to get this lamp. The last game never had me at that point, so kudos to them so far in that respect. I'm guessing the first one was below 7 to 10, which basically means it's a 0. Yes, Chumpy, yeah. Yeah, I think that the 1 to 10 objective scale is kind of pointless. As you guys know, my rating scale is based on if I recommend it or not, compared to other games. And I certainly would not recommend the first game. No, not to anybody. Unless it was baby's first game and you really love Indiana Jones, then maybe. How'd you like the intro with the trains that are coming? I did not like that. I thought it was a nice way to show off maybe that they're taking the platform a little more seriously in terms of like they being kind of three-dimensional and kind of imaginative in that way. But yeah, that was sort of, you know, kind of what I dislike about Uncharted was what they kind of put on display there, which is, you know, it was just a set piece. It wasn't really like core gameplay. It was sort of like secondary gameplay. It was just a thing that kind of happened that I didn't have as much control over. I don't know. It wasn't really gameplay, but it was just sort of button mashing. You had to mash X and move the stick around to climb this thing. There was no actual peril. It was all, you know, unlimited time limit as long as I followed along with a little set piece. But as an intro, I liked it tonally. I mentioned you just joined us, Rescue Ryan, right? I liked it tonally more than the first game. It was, right off the bat, the game starts off and Drake is there in the chair and he's bleeding. In the first game, he never gets wounded, right?
Not so fast. There's another
We don't know why he's there. He's in the situation that's very perilous. And they kind of convey to you very early on, this game's going to be a little bit more, maybe a little bit darker. And right off the bat, then I'm like, okay, so it's not going to be as goofy as the last game, so what is it about? I'm already curious, right? Whereas in the last game, it was sort of like just very cartoony and silly. And for me, it worked against, you know, it worked against me. Good at ICU. Tomorrow, our band is going to, with the football team, to play in the game. Yo, good luck, ICU. That sounds like it'd be very stressful, but I know you're going to knock it out of the park, dude. Good luck. Look forward to hearing about how it went. And get some good rest. You're going to need it, sounds like. I think I like the fourth Uncharted because it has more variation in gameplay, says Landon. I don't know. See, I don't really need variation in gameplay. For me, that's sort of the problem in a lot of these games, is that it's too varied. I really just want them to have a few like core mechanics and then explore them. Right? Have a few mechanics and explore them. Give them some depth to like actually sink my teeth into. I think the last game, you know, it had, like 3 main elements, right? It had the cover shooting, and it had the platforming, and it had the puzzle solving. And the puzzle, there was like, 3 parts of the game had puzzles, so let's take that part out. There really wasn't any puzzle solving, to be honest. There was a very small number of those in the game. It really had platforming and shooting, and the platforming was a non-factor. Like, it was totally automatic, right? It was, you just kind of approached a ledge, press X, and you just jump to where you're supposed to go. It was sort of brain dead, and again, a little bit insulting even. And the cover shooting, it was my favorite part of the game, just because it actually involved some like interaction on my part. I had to actually aim. I had to actually take cover when I was low on health, on hard mode especially. And so that was my favorite part of the game, but it was not really like deep at all. There was not a lot of good guns. There was only one enemy type in the game. It was sort of a drag in that respect. I really didn't want it to have more mechanics. I wanted to actually have better platforming, better shooting, and better puzzle solving. Really, that's all I needed. This game so far has slightly better platforming, and the narrative and the themes I find already kind of more exciting. So I'm open-minded to it so far, but we'll see how it pans out. I'll see if I get bored of the shooting in it before terribly long. Let's go, ICU. Hit those high notes like a trumpet. Gowd! Hit him horde. Okay, so I can climb around here, huh? Yes, okay. So I can go up there, but how about over there? Anything? I'm missing the chat here. As a tutorial, it did a great job of training the player. Yeah, I think you're right, Jim. I mean, how about this, guys? That train section, it was a very low peril situation for training the player for the basics. And I think that it was much better than having somebody talk in your ear going, hey, do this, do that. Here's how you do this. Like, there's no like on-screen prompts saying, oh, you gotta do this thing. There's a couple of them, though. They're too obnoxious. It served its job well as a tutorial, and it was, you know, it served the narrative as well. So it did double duty in that respect. I love these giant fucking breakers. I'm gonna climb up there and take this guy out, or... No, this wants to go back down and open the gate. Can I just drop down? Kinda. What did I open? This? Okay. There's a guy there. Let me have to kill him. Time Crisis with auto aims has been mighty. I missed something in the chat here. Detrana says, what did Detrana say? Did you play Saga Frontier? I did, yes. And it's a really weird coincidence. As I was looking at that on Google before the stream started, I was actually reading about Saga Frontier. It's a new saga that came out, I guess, a couple years ago, called Saga Scarlet Grace. And I'm kind of curious about that. I hadn't heard about it until now. Were there any other games that had similar set pieces around the time this game released? Well, Well, I mean, set pieces have been in games forever, right? Like the classic, you know, the cliche, like visceral turret section. You have turrets. You've got like you know, the ride in the back of the Jeep section. That's sort of like a cliche in gaming overall. But in terms of like a set piece, like a thing like the train part, being very cinematic, like an interactive movie, basically. I mean,
Got it. Yeah.
that's really all it is. Seems to me like an interactive movie, right?
Okay. Got it.
This is something we've had in gaming since day one.
Hurry up.
In terms of the technology, the PS3, you know, kind of pushing what you can do with it, then that might have been something somewhat, you know, unique at the time. But I maintain that, you know, a big problem with looking at a game as a series of set pieces is that you don't really have core gameplay. You don't have, it's like a bunch of mini games. You don't really have any depth to explore there. Now you're in a part, you have to figure out the mechanics as you go. There are going to be different mechanics for every part, right? Mechanical variations, even like deeper mechanics is like, okay. Yeah, I'll see. I'm kind of curious. Hard to find people who played that game. No Zoomer is going to find that game to bid money on. Yeah, I love Saga Frontier 1 and 2. And I played Unlimited Saga as well, and that game is something else. We're going to play it on stream someday. I'd like to play a tabletop game with a Saga Frontier combo system, huh? Tabletop game. Maybe we should invent one at Toronto. So I can't tell if he's facing me. I think he is. But this game's still kind of weird. I can't really like see like a cone of vision, and they seem to be pretty blind. Okay, so what do you want from me exactly? So there's a bunch of guys. This is kind of non-linear, right? I have to sneak around and avoid these guys' detection. I don't think I want to go that way. I think I want to go past this guy, right? There's a guy over there. I saw a shiny, huh? You guys, did I imagine that? Oh, there it is right there. Well, I want that. So where is this guy? He's facing that way. Let's go snap his neck. Why exactly? Because fuck him, that's why. Oh my god, he's quick with it. It's Mario Party RPG, huh? I kind of did, says Nitrana, huh? That's why I started watching tutorials. Oh, okay. So you're trying to make a game based on your idea for a combo system and a board game that's kind of like Saga Frontier. I want to get that shiny. Can I climb on this? So you can hear me splashing, huh? What we got here? Looks like one of those back massagers. Yeah, I think I like Saga Frontier 2 more than Saga Frontier 1. They're both great, though. And Unlimited Saga is a game that I can't personally stand. But I think it's very interesting as a example of an auteur game, right? It's an auteur video game, for better or worse. When you give one creator a lot of power to make his own game at a studio like Squaresoft, you get something kind of crazy sometimes. Interested, it sucks. It's got very good reviews in Japan. I was reading this last night, Nitrana. Yeah, I think that, Brian, they're sort of a gameplay contrivance, right? It's about making a wish, says Dix, huh? Yeah, the last game had treasure in weird spots as well. I mean, of course, it was a jungle, so you can kind of use your imagination, and maybe there's just, like, relics, but I think that I'm kind of suspending my disbelief in that. They're just kind of gameplay collectibles. They're not really... I don't think of them as being actually there for him to grab, canonically. Can I snap his neck from the sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. Fuck him up.
Lights out.
Okay, that was sick. You guys see that?
Damn it.
Oh, I don't get to play anymore? Damn. Rest in peace, Squaresoft, yeah.
Head for the fountain.
Head for the fountain, he says. Okay. Is the treasure there, or did I already grab it? Treasure's grab. That's an improvement over the last game, right? In the last game, when it load your save, you would lose your collectibles. Was he always there? There's a hella kung fu skills. So these guys are pretty blind. We established that, right? Does that mean that I can, for instance, like sneak around here and take his ass out from the side? I can. They're really blind. They have no peripheral vision at all.
Lights out.
You went inside the mesh. Now, what mesh should I go inside of? Can I take this guy out from here? It's kind of a drag that I can't, like... There's no prompt where I can get a silent takedown, but I also can't, like... whiff a punch. Yeah, that sucks. Oh shit.
Ah, shit.
So they hear the punch whiff. It's kind of nice then if, they could give me a prompt to take a guy out. Stop meshing around. Where the camera went inside the back of his head to see his eyeball. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, classics. Only the classics. So my guy, he runs silently. So does that mean I can just run up beside this guy too? Instead of needing to, like, hug the wall? Oh, shit! Okay, so I guess maybe what I can do is I can maybe grab the ledge behind him, then get a takedown. No? Oh, I can, okay.
Lights out.
Alright. I want to get a double takedown. Boy, they're really blind. Get him, Flynn! Do your job, dude. Alright. Again, that's actually more gameplay than we had in the entire last game put together. But you guys know me, I'm a sucker for some stealth. Not that it's any good. It wasn't really great stealth, but at least it's something.
Bloody windows.
Why is there no subtitles? Well, the best game to come out this year in Toronto? Not including, like, remakes and stuff? I don't know, man. What do you guys think? I don't play a lot of modern games. You have to answer that for me. I don't know. Just whistling. But he's a fast neck snapper, dude. I feel like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah, Neo 2. That's probably my favorite game that came out this year. That's a game that I enjoyed immensely with Dick Sucker and Du Bois, Caviez. And then some. I want to find treasure. That means I want to kill more guys. Go with the remake of FF7, huh? I never played that game. Unlike Ghost of Tsushima. What have you been playing lately, Landon? It seems like you haven't been uploading to YouTube as much lately. FF7 Remakes is Eddie. That's a game that I watched my friend KD play, and it looked interesting. It was more interesting than I expected it to be, which I give it points for. But it still looked kind of like maybe not that great for me. I think I'm happy that it was at least more, imaginative than I expected it to be. I found the story interesting. Indeed, we are, Vince. We're just jumping right in, bro. So far, it's been improved in some key ways that I'm appreciative of. I wouldn't say it's like, so far I'm like really pumped on it. But I will say that I'm having more fun so far than in the first game. How's it the same so far, huh? Well, in most every way, right? But there have been some small improvements that make the game more, that make it more interesting. This guy's have very poor peripheral vision. I want to get up here, I guess, and take this guy out. I was impressed with the attention to detail in FF7 Remake, huh? I liked the story most of all in that game, more than anything else. You guys know me, that's not really high praise. But I think the gameplay was there, too. I think if I played it myself, I might get like more into it. But watching the gameplay, it seemed like maybe it was a little bit shallow. Killing fucking everybody. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, Eddie. Not me. Yeah, so far, what I like about the game, Vince, things that are different. It's darker tonally by a little bit. I think the story, the way it's being told to me is something I'm able to digest better. Where's my little flashlight? I can't see shit back here. There's stealth elements, which you guys know I love stealth. I think that they've conveyed to me, so far, unless I'm misreading it, that the platform is going to be a little bit more open-ended in this game. And they're not going really that open with it, obviously. It's still Uncharted. But so far, I feel like, overall, my exploration's been rewarded more. There's more treasures around. And so I feel like when I'm looking around environments, there's like more of a likelihood I'm going to find treasure, which is more rewarding for a guy like me to explore a place and be like, oh, there's going to be treasure in here, right? Could be some treasure to stumble across. Where in the last game, it was very rare. And it's kind of annoying that the environments were, were sort of devoid of anything cool aside from, your actual objective. Like, already in this game, I kind of, I just killed all those guys for no reason in particular, except that I could. But at least I could. In the last game, if it was not my actual objective, I probably couldn't. But I still wish, even right now, for instance, I could, do some platforming around here and find something cool. Like, my hope was I can get, up there and find something, but I probably was already up there at some point. But, like I say, it's very small improvements, but I think that this game does have some promise that the last game lacked for me. It has me curious in ways the last game didn't have me curious. That's the best I can say about it for now. But I've only been playing for a few minutes. There's still much for us to find in this game and to criticize. No, not here? Okay, I misunderstood. Where are we going, Chief? Where's Flynn? Oh, I can press up and find where I'm supposed to go. Okay, that's convenient. So I want to go over here, I think. Where are we going, Flynn? Again, the voice acting is good. I like Flynn. I like, Chloe's, she's kind of like a thought. I think it's supposed to be her character. Not sure where I stand on that. But I like the voice acting. I like a spider monkey jump. It's like Chloe, oh man. Chloe. Can't complain about the voice acting. And that's the one thing this game and its prequel, the game before it, did really well. But it ties into the whole presentation aspect, right? Like, overall, the presentation of these games is kind of what their focus is. For some, that makes it a great game. For me, that's what that's like the least important thing to get right. But it does help. Uncharted 4 is better also because a lot of the levels are essentially mini open world levels. Now, see, that already excites me. Like, my big problem with Uncharted so far as a franchise is the lack of agency, right? It's the fact that I don't get to choose what I get to do at all. At a very profound level.
Now what?
I don't need to have like a fucking dialogue tree in a game or to have multiple endings. But I do need to be able to have a controller in my hand and say, I want to do this. That's the whole point of a video game to me.
Relax, Gandhi. They're tranquilizer guns, totally non-lethal. Your conscience will remain unscathed.
He's snapping hella necks, bro. I don't... What?
Good idea.
Great. Okay, a little bit of advice. These things have lousy range, so we still have to get in close. You okay with that?
Know how to shoot a gun, genius.
No, from close, he said, not far away.
All right, let's take these guys out.
Bu kutulara bizim taşımamızı beklemiyorlar umarım. Bu bizim görevimiz değil ki.
They really can't see us, huh?
Sergiden kalan eşyalar. Depoya
So they probably shoot when I shoot, right? We're gonna shoot at the same time, I guess. There we go. I have to be closer.
Steady.
This is the goofiest stealth pick I've ever seen in a game.
Damn it.
Because they can't see for shit.
All right, let's take these guys out.
I got him now. No, okay. So we have to wait for him to get in position so we can shoot the other one.
Damn it.
Just curious. Them shooting dead eye.
All right, let's
They
take these
on me
guys out.
dead eye. So I gotta be really close. They established that. I didn't know how close he meant exactly. He has like his goofy backpack. Me? I'm a fan. What if I get that guy instead? Boom. Okay. Just curious. So it'd be cool if I get up there where he is. I don't think I can though. I don't see a place I can platform to. But I can probably sneak up to that guy, huh? He's turning his back now. That guy's back's already turned.
Alright.
He said, alright, I can shoot that guy now. Get him, Flynn! Oh man! Is that everybody?
We gotta get up to that walkway.
You ain't kidding, Drake. I think I can walk around in the open now, right? Nobody has to see me. This could help. What could help? O button? O button's a cover button.
Okay, if it's
Oh.
with wheels, this is very...
Okay, you can cover and push things. Well, that's kind of imaginative, right? Kind of makes sense that if you were kind of crouched against something, could you then be able to push it? It seems weird it wouldn't just be a triangle button, but... Okay. That kind of makes sense to me. You know, what'd be cool would be if I could, like, actually move cover in shooting sections, right? That's probably what the tutorial here is for, right? Now I can go to some kinds of cover and, like, push them toward the enemy as I'm still safe. That's kind of a fun idea. I want to climb Statue's arm to get up there? That's something he would be able to do, right? Let's push it.
That'll work.
Now all we need is a horse.
Yeah, that's funny. But not really, though. What's up, Token? What's with the fucking, the super, contemplative emoji, dude? Speaking of contemplative anime, guys, we're going to be watching Bakemonogatari in October on our Discord server, not here on Twitch. We're watching one of my favorite animes ever. 15 episodes. We're going to probably watch 5 of them on Sunday, October 4th. If you guys are into anime at all, come by and check it out. There should be treasure up here, man. Come on. That's bullshit. It's actually bullshit. I got up here. I'm proud. Oh! Okay, well, fuck. Whoa, she sounds like a great time. It's gonna be a great time, dicks. Alright, it's gonna be fun for everybody. But I realized as I watched the, I made like a little 4-minute trailer, dicks, and put it on our anime club discussion channel on Discord. I tried to get guys like sold on it. I realized that Bakemonogatari, it has those that love it and those that hate it. It's not really, it's a very divisive anime, more than I remembered. Rewatching the intro, I was like, oh yeah. There might be some people actually are not going to enjoy this as much as I would like them to. It's one of my favorites, but it's not going to speak to everybody, I think. He wants to climb the David statue, huh? I believe no such thing exists. Unless you're talking about like the actual David statue. The David. Contemplative emoji for no reason, this talking guy, huh? Okay. I can live with that. Yeah, Bakemonogatari,
rafters will get us onto the roof, if we can get up there.
It's a very cerebral anime, very dialogue focused, and very direction focused and style focused. Insofar as they actually, people that love it will say that. What's all yours? People that love it will say that that it's kind of exciting how it tells the story through the visuals and the way it's directed. But there are those that find it kind of obnoxious the way that it's directed. It's kind of like, you know, kind of lots of cuts, lots of metaphor that just seems like random nonsense sometimes. There are those that find it kind of not that much fun to watch. Sitting in Discord call on a weekend with a bunch of middle-aged men watching anime? Yes, dicks. That's the promise, dude. That's what we've all dreamed of for years. This is why we have Discord. I like how that's a small improvement over the last game. I can't move now. Oh, I'm gonna shoot. Oh, okay. I can shoot while hanging off stuff now. See? Improvements. I was saying that in the last game he wouldn't have been able to go right from the rope to the ledge. In this game, they kind of a small improvement in that respect. Again, I mentioned earlier that if this game had any improvements, I'd be impressed because I really feel like Naughty Dog as a developer, they're sort of they're not really ambitious. I really didn't expect them to actually look at the last game's flaws and make any improvements. But they actually seem to have actually looked at some problems with it and made some changes.
Come on.
I mean, how about you can aim all off a ledge? That's fucking fun as hell. That could be used in some really fun ways. I'm not sure if they will or not, but that could be used in some very fun ways in the actual gameplay once we get past the tutorial. I think it's hard for me to watch anything but shonen type stuff, says Eddie. Yeah, I think you might not like it then. It's definitely not that. Big Dusty has played this. That's neat. Yeah, Caesar is a man of taste and refinement. He's played a lot of games. I wonder if he's a big fan of it or not. Okay, so here I am on the rafters. I can go over here and then hang off the edge, right? That's what they want me to do here. Okie dokie. I can't see anything shiny. I don't see no shinies. But I want shinies. Large disgusting. To goude. Whee. Spider monkey jump. Yeah, they took away his flail jump as though they heard my complaints about it, and they gave him a spider monkey jump instead. Can I climb up this?
I highly doubt it.
Yes.
I highly doubt it, dude.
Oh, I can. Okay.
I highly
There's a
doubt
shiny.
it.
Yes. Over there? Yes. And look at this. Again, it's an optional spot. It's a spot that's not actually on the main path. Hopefully that means that as the game goes on, they're going to explore that even more. No, can you just jump again? And then we'll actually see some fun exploration aspect in this game. We're still in the tutorial after all. They're still learning the game. But already we've seen some spots, more than the last game, where they're inviting me to explore off the beaten path and find some treasure. And I like that. Can I grab that rope? I doubt it. Diagonal jumps. Okay. Couldn't really do that in the last game either. Probably KD Alpha, yes. Grande Gross. Big Nasty. It was a US 3S event, huh? Yeah, it definitely would be if Big Nasty was there. Any more shinies, please? Can I make this bell ring? No. Kind of makes sense, though. It's being a tranquilizer dart now. Wouldn't really work. Okay. Remember, Hold That and Durloth were there, too. Hold That was there. And Caesar was there. So, and Katie was on the mic. That seems pretty rare. I don't think Katie... Oh, maybe it was the team tournament. Maybe Katie was on the mic on this for the team tournament at some point. Wait till the bell rings as D. Scott, huh? That'd be really scary, especially in real life. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Alright, so where do you want to go here? I can press up. Oh, over this way. Okay. Look at this fucking environment. Wow, it's so pretty.
All right, there's the tower.
Getting closer.
Appreciate that update, Captain Obvious.
You can't make that joke, guys. If you're a game dev, you can't make that joke because Drake do be saying some stupid shit just to talk to us as a gamer. Okay, now we gotta find the rafters. All right, now we gotta do this or that. All right, feels good, man. There's dudes down there. He's over there. I don't think he wants me to jump down, or don't want me to jump across, or I can't really see what's down there. I don't think I want to drop straight down. How did he get over there? Just make a fucking flying leap? I can't really do that though, so I guess maybe I can't. I mean, I can do this. I guess he's gonna make it, huh? If I hold away from the ledge and hit X, he's gonna make that jump. Here we go. Yeet! I really hate that mechanic in these games. I really can't stand that. There's so many times you have to just kind of hope that Drake can do it. Hang on. Let me look for shinies real quick. It's the only Jazzy tournament that Hold That, Durlath, and Big Nasty were all at. Yeah, that's all I can think. I can't think of Hold That and Caesar being in the same spot at the same time for any situation. I don't see no shinies around here. It was indeed a great event. Alright, I guess I could probably... It doesn't want me to shimmy, unfortunately. You know, I think I should be able to, but I'll have to do something else. Oh, there we go. Contextual stuff and the gameplay that's more broad than deep, right? Just if I hug the wall, you can do this little shimmy. Lots of guys. Weird looking birds. Oh, did he be nice, dude? Wee. Okay. Whoa.
You put on weight, mate.
Oh no.
Oh, shit, that was close.
They heard us, so they didn't see us, huh?
Alright, no more donuts for you.
Okay. I really want to get past the tutorial here, but it's already midnight, guys. I should play some Zelda. Get a load of this guy bragging about being famous, huh? He'd be like, hey, guess what, guys? Got followed by the Jazzy Circuit. That's where we got the idea for Fat Drake skin, huh? Dude, that'd be sick. I'd play as Fat Drake if he's unlockable. Alright. So it's gonna kind of fall off here a little bit. This part's kind of going on for a while. It's getting kind of repetitive. What did he do? He made a little rope for us. Okay. Can I climb that ledge? No, I certainly cannot. Grab it, Drake. Okay, so I can do... This is kind of glitchy in the last game. I'm sure they fixed this glitch in this game. There's times where he wouldn't make the jump for no reason.
As always.
Okay, doing a little hand dance. Anything down there? If I were to shimmy downward? Let's see. I want to kind of go down there, to be honest. Maybe it's like an optional stuff. It doesn't look like it, though. Go! Oh, there kind of is. But maybe not, though. No, okay. So if he's going to kill himself, he won't just kill himself. He'll just kind of do a fake jump. All right. I was thinking last night, Faust, I was actually having some... I was actually at Burger King this morning. I was getting my car fixed, and I went to Burger King. Got their breakfast. I had an amazing breakfast there. It was really great. They have a thing where they do for $4, you can get 2 of their ham, bacon, or sausage egg crescent rolls. That was sick.
There's a guy above you. There's a guy above you.
Okay, so there's a tutorial for the leg grabber. I knew how to do that.
There's a guy below you. There's a guy below you.
What? Oh, okay, he's making a joke. Okay, I see. Is that guy swimming down there? He's fine. He's even getting to shore. Wow. All right. That's great. He's not dead, Eddie. He's fine. Drake kills everybody else in this game. For some reason, they really went out of their way to animate that guy swimming to shore. Yes, I'm saying, Fountain, so he can just call for his homie or yell and scream. I think it's a bug. Maybe he fell into the water and survived and he swam to shore automatically. Is that a shiny down there? It is! What? So was I correct all along? Oh, I can go down this side. Optionally. Optional treasure, guys? Is this game gonna be good? Oh, never mind. What? So, I had a theory that I could sneak along this ledge on the bottom.
As always.
But no, I can't. We tried that before. It didn't work, right? How do I get that treasure then? I gotta shimmy around somewhere. I may be right around there. Huh? I don't think I see it. Can I jump onto this thing? I want to climb this. No, I guess I can't.
There's a guy above you. There's a guy above you.
Grab him. Let's watch him again, guys. Watch. He falls. Oh! Splash. You think he's dead, right? But watch his little... It's kind of hard to see probably on the stream. But he is. He's definitely swimming. The stream is actually at 720p. I'm playing on 1080p, so... He swims to shore there and gets out of the water. He just stands there. That's amazing. Yeah, I think he's just slapping them in the back of the neck. Oh, maybe you're... I hope you're right, Brian. That'd make more sense contextually, but I kind of felt like it looks very much like a neck snap. Let's see here. He's not gonna tell me, yeah. I made this little 4 to 6 inch sub, huh? Looks like he's supposed to be using a blackjack or a kosh when he does that. I thought he was doing like, wow, like that. Wow. He's for sure swimming, yeah. So can I fall to here? Maybe I'm overthinking this and there's gonna be like a... There's gonna be like a way to get down there at some point. Maybe we'll come from the other side, like inside the building. I mean, there's definitely treasure there. How do I get it? There's nothing around it. There's definitely no like ledges around it. What if I just fall onto it and stand on it? The wall above it, maybe. Let's find out. Let's just drop down to this ledge here. That's what I tried last time, right? I tried to jump sideways. I'm just gonna try to literally just like drop down and land on it. No, it didn't work. You kind of teleported to that ledge there. Just one badass judo chop is all it takes. I think that's another movie cliche. No. Might have to give up here. Maybe it's for later. Maybe it's like I have to do New Game Plus or some shit. I'm gonna get like some sort of gadget or something. A little nut shot there. Or maybe I'm gonna find that for the storyline, he's gonna say, "Oh, we can't get inside here after all. We gotta go back and I'll use my little rope majig and you can get down there, Drake." Yeah, it's easily worth doing there for sure, Brian. So if I hit O here and hit O here, nothing will happen at all? Go over here and hit O. Is that death? No. Oh, okay, okay. That's what I wanted the first time. But it didn't work last time. That's the first thing I wanted. I knew there was going to be some secrets over here. But how do I get down there then now? This craggy wall. Can I hit O from here? Okay. Then grab this treasure. Oh. Ho ho! Optional secret treasure, guys. The first game didn't really have that. Not in a major way. Not in a real way. This kind of had like big boring stages, but they put a couple treats for you to find. This game actually seems to have, real, optional paths where you can get treasure if you're doing an extra challenge. We're finding treasure, Faust. That's an improvement over the last game. I like finding treasure. Treasure. Beautiful graphics, of course. All right. I see you, Uncharted 2. Again, it only seems good in comparison to the last game. I don't want to get overly hyped, guys. I must admit I'm getting somewhat hyped, but it's just because of Stockholm Syndrome. But I will say is that so far I'm enjoying this game much more than the last game. It's only because of the small improvements it's made. I didn't catch a lot of the first game, but this already seems better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. I think this game delivers better on the promise the first game made. right? Which is that it's just a dumb cinematic movie. You know, it's a game where you're playing a movie, and that has its shortcomings necessarily. But the least you can do is also have, you know, gameplay that's a little more fun than the last game had. Maybe it's a little better quash the positive quest. I'm saying, J-Bomb. Can't be too positive here. Can't be too positive. It's clean, mindless fun with some cheesy dialogue to lube up the process. I enjoy the series a lot, says Eddie, huh? My argument was that the last game for me wasn't fun. That was its problem. Right? I mentioned that they could make it more fun with some small changes, right? And make it just brainless. Right? If you want to just be brainless, you know, a brainless, you know, adventure game where you follow along with a bunch of cutscenes and set pieces, that's one thing. You already have turned me off in that respect. But you can at least have it be fun to play at this level, right, in the hand. Just have it be, you know, if it's easy or brainless, at least it'd be fun. And the last game didn't hit that mark for me. It felt like it was sort of boring, like really, really boring. This game has me more involved, like mentally on some level, so I feel like it's more fun in that respect. What do you want me to do, Flynn? Want me to jump off here or something? Hit up. No. I'm gonna climb this. It seems kind of high. I tried to. Oh, I gotta climb this. Oh, here we go. Yeet.
Yeah,
there we go.
Great view. I can see your house. Let's get moving.
Okay, this is about the end of the road there. I can go here and jump up to that. Now what do you want me to do here? Doesn't want to climb anymore, huh? Oh. Okay, sure. Sure.
There's a guard right below you.
Fuck him up! That's fun. I've done it really in any game. If they explore that in this game, that'd be sick. But I kind of doubt they will. I'm sure it's going to be like this and just be sort of like a thing you do once in a while for like a little set piece. But I would love the idea of like hanging from something and shooting a guy. Like, how come more games haven't done that? It's like, I can't even think of any game where you can like hang from a thing and shoot a guy. That could be really fun. That was really fun just now. These guys can't see shit. Oh, it turns red when they're vulnerable. That's convenient. Yeah, Sam Fisher ones. Yeah, Bioshock Infinite. Oh, you're right about that, Faust. For sure, you're right about that. That's what the game's all about, right?
Nearly there.
Yeah, but why are the lights still on?
Chloe will take care of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, Bioshock Infinite, of course, and like Jim says, like Sam Fisher, Splinter Cell. Yeah, guys, believe it or not, stealth is like my second or first favorite genre of all time. I have never played a Splinter Cell game. I played the first one for about an hour, and I was kind of like, I don't know. It kind of turned me off. It felt very linear. Part of what I love about stealth games is the fact that they're inherently non-linear. I feel like the first, and this is only the first hour, I got it turned off really quick and kind of gave up on it. I could give it a second shot on stream one day, perhaps. But I felt like, you know, the first game's intro was just kind of like, here's a bunch of hallways. And you have to kind of, you know, go from one part to the next and figure out how to get past this guy. And it kind of turned me off. I would like to just kind of, you know, have it be more like Metal Gear Solid and explore a place. What's up, oh, shit, I'm good? Okay. What's up, Yoloni? There's that one game with that dude named Ali, huh? What is that game? I don't know what you're talking about, Yoloni. Welcome aboard, man. Thank you for supporting the channel for loads of many months, dude. You're not oftentimes in the chat with us here, but you've been supporting the channel for a long time through Twitch subs. Tom Clancy vibes. Put the stealth scratches an itch, huh? All these nuts in your mouth. Hey! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Why? Why'd you do this to me, dude? Why gotta expose me like that? What did I do? I thought we were friends. That's what I'm saying, Faust. Why did you come to my chat and body me out of nowhere? That's not very friendly. That's what I'm saying, J-Bomb. Got it fucking exposed on my own stream. Now I'm so embarrassed I can't even fucking play this game anymore, dude. Got to take my embarrassment and play some Zelda instead. Because it's already fucking past midnight. Yeah, as J-Bomb points out, I could stand to be more positive. But because of my inclination to be sort of pessimistic, I must stress that part of why I'm enjoying this game so much is that I really expected much less. And I'm sure part of the reason why I didn't like Uncharted 1 as much is I expected much more. Like, I really was quite bitter at the time that that game got such great reviews and was, for my money, a really shitty game. This game I had much lower expectations of, and the fact that it's actually exceeding them makes me feel very positively toward it. I must say that I am enjoying this. Let's see here. So I can climb that probably, right? Or is that what you want me to do? Or no. Okay. Oh shit, what the fuck? Where am I? I don't know where I'm going. I flashed Uncharted 1, huh? It was mega boring for me. Yeah, I played the game on stream over the past couple weeks, Yoloni, and I also hated it immensely. I hated it when it came out. I hated it playing it recently, although I did find it very enjoyable to play with the chat. It was fun to play and talk about and discuss what I didn't like about it as much. That made it kind of enjoyable, even though the game itself I really didn't care for. This game has really surprised me by how they have sort of tried to address some of the first game's shortcomings. Although I maintain it might not be a game for me, per se. It's a game that doesn't really suit my... Can I see a shiny over there? No. It's a game that doesn't really suit my tastes insofar as what I look for in games, in terms of like the design. But I will say that they made some pretty overt improvements, if small improvements. But that's really all the first game needed, was some small improvements. Just needed some, some actual video gaminess there. I'm not saying it needed a lot of video gaminess. I appreciate that it was, the whole point of Uncharted is to not be all that video gamey, right? It's supposed to be like a movie with some game elements and vice versa. But I felt like the last game, it really failed as both a game and a movie. This game, I at least feel like I'm playing a video game, which is more than I can say for the last game at any point. And for that, I give them kudos. So there's where Flynn is. But where the fuck am I going? For now, says Faust. Uncharted 1 would have been a good couch game, with a few friends, a pizza, and brews. Fun to watch, but yeah. Yeah, I think part why I enjoyed it more, same reason I enjoyed The Last of Us, even though I really hated The Last of Us game design-wise, I enjoyed playing with you guys, because it's kind of fun to play on stream and just shit on. And I agree with J-Bomb in the respect that, I enjoyed playing Uncharted 1 more the second time through, because I had you guys here with me. It's kind of fun to sort of just play. It's very mindless. But this game, I would say, is so far much improved. Not because it is much improved, but because it is slightly improved. That's really a huge improvement for a game like this. Alright, so there he is. Whee! Bird monkey jump. First one seems like a $4 game night game, says Hubie. I was thinking that recently, Hubie. I was thinking about, how I would challenge somebody that is a huge fan of Uncharted to, to justify what it does better than like a budget bin game. It really doesn't, but I think, of course, they're going to say the presentation, right? I mean, that's definitely a fact, right? The game, I think, really it was sold on its presentation. It was sold on the cutscenes and the graphics and the music and the voice acting. I think gameplay-wise, it'd be very hard to make the case that it's... can I grab onto that ledge there? I mean, I can do that, I guess. It'd be hard to make the case that it actually has anything going on gameplay-wise that you couldn't find in any other game, probably better, including games that are, like, bottom of the barrel. And this game, likewise, it's not that advanced in gameplay-wise.
We can't get any closer with the tower.
But games like these, they're sold in their presentation. They're games to watch. You play and you watch, right? I think I was too old.
That's my girl.
I mentioned during our playthrough of The 1,000-Year Door, Paper Mario. That's a game that I had a lot of respect for in so many ways, but that I didn't really enjoy playing that much, just because I think it was the wrong time in my life for it. And I think this game is kind of similar, right? If this were like a game I played as a much younger person, I think I would probably find more to like about it. There was a time in my life, guys, where I'd play a game like a JRPG, especially back in the day.
We're clear.
And I would like just play it just to watch a cutscene. I'd be so excited, like that was the reward, to watch a cutscene. And if you're into like action movies or into like adventure movies, I can see how you'd want to play this game. Just do the platforming, the killing guys, whatever, just to get to that next cutscene. I used to brag to my friends who were all into less cinematic games that I was playing Final Fantasy, playing some JRPGs, and they had these really cool cutscenes, all the cool story, and lots of dialogue, and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, I don't care, man. I'm here for the shooting guys. I was like, you fucking savages. Story is so important. All you want to do is shoot guys. These Japanese games,
Ladies first.
they actually tell a meaningful story. They have cool characters and stuff. It's like watching a movie. They're like, yeah, but I want to play a game, not watch a movie. And I was like, whatever, dude, whatever. You just don't get it. And I don't feel that way as much anymore. But I can see, the appeal of doing a little thing. I mean, how about this, guys? This might be kind of controversial.
Yeah, there's the acoustic alarm.
As an adult looking back, I
Until
kind of
we
feel
get
like
this case
JRPGs
unlocked,
in general were sort
it's
of
gonna go
brain
off
dead
if
as well.
so much as touch this glass.
No worries, mate.
To call this game brain dead, I think is fair. But, I mean, could you say something about FF7, perhaps? Uh-oh.
All right.
What's that
We're
game's
sure it's the
gameplay?
right one.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Hey, you got the lamp already, sick. We're gonna get
Sorry,
ambushed or something,
Marco.
right? Oh shit, you fucking maniac! What the fuck?
Crap.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. This is it. It's bloody useless.
Didn't want
Light
to.
of the Great Khan.
Didn't want to bring it with him and take him home.
Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
It's resin. It'll burn.
And?
Just give me your lighter.
Is that really a good idea in here?
That's what I'm saying. Just take it home with you, dude. This man got a priceless treasure and he just fucking smashed it.
Our ships were driven by a great flood tide into the wilds of Java.
Sounds like they were hit by a tsunami.
Cool lighting
Somewhere
here.
off the west coast of Borneo.
Blue fire, folks.
Narrows it down a bit.
Look, this mountain must have been the closest landmark where they went aground.
What's up, Katie? It's a good place for us to stop.
We find that
Play some
mountain,
Zelda.
we find the ships.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Wait, there's more. Okay, Joe. As if the ocean itself sought to throw off the
I'm a broken
terrible
record here,
cargo
guys, but
we carried from
this is really good voice acting.
Shambala. The curse of the Chintamani.
Will that mean something to you?
Shambala. Oh my God, Flynn.
What?
Marco Polo found Shambala.
What? He found Shambala.
You're joking.
Marco Polo found
They were
Shambala.
carrying the Chintamani stone. Might still be there.
It's all very fascinating, but we really gotta go.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. The hell are you doing?
Shambala la 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 la.
Sorry, mate. This is where we part ways.
You fucker.
Flynn, we had a plan.
No, you had a plan. Turns out I've got one of my own.
Come on, throw me the rope. Don't be stupid.
Oh, yeah, right. You're the mastermind. Only you overlooked one little detail.
What's that?
Didn't you, partner?
So what are you gonna do? Shoot me now?
No, I just need you out of the way for a little while.
Shit.
You
The
think I didn't
mastermind.
know about the ships from the beginning?
Fucker,
Any
Faust.
schoolboy could have figured that out.
Flynn, listen.
Face it, genius. You've been
Typical
playing.
English accent guy, dude. You want to offend any of my English friends in the chat?
Guards a decent head start.
But these guys with the English accents, dude, they're always fucking trying to backstab you, dude. That's what I'm saying, Eddie. You ever seen a movie before, Drake? Oh shit. Oh shit, he's on that side of me, what? Here we go, dude. Oh, I have Franks. Okay, I see. I gotta escape. I'm not sure if they're gonna really shoot me here. I think maybe they will. Can I get a real gun? I'm out of ammo, I think. What? They're not gonna shoot me?
No. Okay, now I'm screwed.
Okay. So they're not gonna really shoot me, I guess. Unless I stand still for a very long time, huh?
All right. Think, Nate, think.
Get a little running section here. I think this becomes a thing like later in the franchise. I think I've seen some gameplay of like Uncharted 4 where there's like a thing, right? The running section.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Should look for treasure more, to be honest. Before I went down here. Can I climb back up? No. Fuck. I'm missing the chat here. Welcome aboard, Katie. The Wilds of Java's gonna be the Wilds of Java. When did Drake get a boyfriend? Now, this dude hella purty. Yeah, that was Flynn. I guess he's the typical English accent betrayal guy. Could have taken the lid off the lamps with Brian, dude. I like how he was like, well, this thing seems pretty worthless. Unless... It's like, dude, just put it in fucking Flynn's backpack. Take it home and examine it. Don't just fucking smash it right away. But he knew what he was doing, right? He knew what he was doing. Clearly. After all, he did save the day there, as always. No genie, unfortunately, yeah. Got the maps, as D-Scott, huh? I'm kind of happy this game didn't ask me to buy Drake boxes for a possible 5% increase to climb speed. J-Bomb, you're breaking my heart, J-Bomb. Because it's only a matter of time, dude. Uncharted 6 for sure. Backstabbing assholes. British accent double crosser. That's what I'm saying, Loney. This game is, you know, you can be generous and say that it's trying to pay homage to the tropes, right? It's trying to pay homage, but I mean, you can also say it's kind of lazy. Yeah, they had the lights tone box. They had Chloe shut them off, though. So Chloe was kind of like hacking the lights or whatever while we were doing our thing. They explained that at least. Doesn't he realize he's not the protagonist? Come on, dude. You can't win. Oi, Drake. I've betrayed you, innit? Laters. Passive plays with this UB, huh? They're not cops, says Cavi. It's only cops shoot right away. Wow, Cavi. But you're right, dude. You're right. Alright, so here I am in the sewers. I want to find a nice checkpoint and then play some Zelda. I must admit, though, guys, I'm enjoying this way more than Zelda. Hey, guys. Nope. Kinda had a feeling that was going to happen. It's ironic because I think Zelda's a much better game, but this game is, so far, much less tedious than Zelda has been lately. You're at a great spot very soon to stop, Venka. Just a little bit more, says J-Bum. I think I'm gonna go. I'll probably go till it gives me like a new chapter or whatever.
Use your head, Nate. Use your head.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! That boy came down. Is that a glitch? Are you supposed to be down here? Oh fuck! You give me these hands, dude. Oh, he's dead. Can we snap his neck? Like he fucking attacked me first, in my defense. Uncharted 2, better than Majora's Mask. You can take that all the way to the bank. I think Majora's is a much better game, but I think that this game is way less intensive, and that's kind of what I need right now. Use my brain. Oh, there we go. Just find this spot. Huh? Out with a bang.
Gotta get to that ladder.
Okay, we got a cool ladder. Climb it. Climb it. Climb it.
See ya, suckers.
Biney! That wasn't a stealth takedown, yeah. That was definitely, yeah, he laid hands on me first. Aww. Later, bitch. Bye, bitch.
One little detail, didn't you, partner? What? Face it, genius, you've been played. Oh, really?
That's kind of funny.
Hey! Jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Ah, what a shame.
Sully!
That's actually kind of funny.
I really can't leave you alone for a minute.
Oh, man, am I glad to see you.
How you doing, kid?
I'm doing just great.
So, had to grease a few palms.
What's up, Kevin? Welcome aboard, dude.
Did go through the rest of your money and a good chunk of my own, but hey.
I still don't trust this guy.
Jesus, you stink.
Yeah, not half as bad as that cigar. Hey, how'd you find me?
Well, a friend of yours asked for my help.
I was hoping it'd be Elena or Eliza, whatever her name is.
No.
Now wait a second.
Sully, kick her out and shut the door. We're safer in here.
Just wait a goddamn minute.
She's got
You're
diseases, Sully.
Thank you, Victor.
Hey, no offense, Sully, but you're not exactly the best judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
around. Fair enough. All the same.
Come on, Drake. You have to get out of fucking prison, man.
No, it's not that bad. Look, I have my own bucket.
Gross.
Last cell I was in, 8 of us had to share.
Listen, Nate.
You know something? I really appreciate you dropping by, but if you and Flynn hadn't screwed me over in the first
Now,
place,
wait
I
a
wouldn't have
minute.
been rotting in this shitehole for the last
Listen,
3
Nate.
months. So excuse me if I'm not just, you know, leaping into your arms.
I had nothing to do with it.
Right. Look at his face.
I told you. He's not going to listen to me.
Screw this. Nate, they found the ships.
In Borneo.
Yes.
And the Chintamani stone?
How do you know about that?
Do you really think Flynn could have figured that out on his own?
All right, good point. No, they haven't found it yet.
What do you mean they?
Flynn and his client, Lazarevic.
You know,
That's a bad guy name I've ever heard one.
they've been
Lazarevic?
working together all along.
What's up, Shiva Jones? We got Chloe, dude.
If they haven't found the stone, that means there's still time. You're gonna get us into that dig site.
All I know about
We're
Chloe so
gonna
far is that
snatch
she's
that
a
treasure
promiscuous
right
girl
off
like Nelly
mine.
Furtado.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, we'll
Kinda looks
pay
like her,
that
too.
Bitch. Look, they called it the wish fulfilling.
Whoa, we got
jewel.
fucking soul gems. Such a Madoka
It's a
Magica.
sacred object.
What, like a Buddhist holy grail?
Exactly.
Thanks.
Sully,
listen to this.
This is
In
a
the
longer cut
kingdom
than
of
the last game.
Shambala
I'm not
lies
sure
the
where I
most
stand on
precious
that.
thing to be found in all the world.
Maybe it's important
A
though.
perfect raw sapphire of the deepest blue, larger around than the reach of a man's arms.
Ooh, that's gotta be worth millions.
Hundreds of millions.
Tens
You
of
say there's
thousands
more
of
to this?
millions.
Loads more. Lazarevic paid top dollar for Marco Polo's journals. He's been after the Chintamani stone for years.
Well, if he's been counting on Flynn to find it for him, it's no wonder he hasn't had any luck.
If I can get a look at Lazarevic's files, I can find that
This
stone.
game must be
Hang on a minute,
remastered,
cowboy.
right?
That's
There's no way it looks
easier
like it's on
said than
PS3.
done.
There's no way PC could do this.
Files are in his tent, and his tent is in the middle of the camp. It's like an armed compound. There are soldiers everywhere.
Well, that's why it has to be an inside job. From someone they know and trust.
Oh. Okay, I see where this is going.
Just need a diversion. You give me 5 minutes in that tent. That's all it'll take.
Really? 5 minutes? Well, that's great. I won't even have to get my top off.
Chloe, I was thinking more like an explosion.
Or that.
Promiscuous
Can be
girl.
Are you in?
Oh, hell yes. I was in before you were.
What does that mean? Fucking my girl, Sully? He's like, what? What are you talking about?
Chloe,
Back in the jungle, boys.
You reading us?
Loud and clear.
We're getting close.
Okay, we're in some familiar environments now.
I've planted charges
It's a good place
all
to
around
stop.
the perimeter of the camp. You two just need to arm them.
So I'm saying, Fouts, he's
First
like,
one should
it's like
be
a
right
ruby
ahead
bigger
of
around than a man can hold in his arms. And he's like, dude, that must be worth millions. Hundreds of millions. Like, dude, how the fuck do you guys know? We have no idea how big it is. We know it's really wide. Like, it could be worth tens of billions of millions of jillions for all we know. Billions of millions, talking guy. $1 billion, says Ryan. Those soul gems, Katie. You already know what it is. What do I find here? I missed some stuff in the chat here. Yeah, Chloe, she seems alright. No, just pouts, says Eddie. Yeah, I like that little face he made. I just call him Evil Douche. And his name Lazavarich. That's not like my ex-girlfriend's last name. She was quite evil. Although I wouldn't have dated her if she wasn't. The Chinta Money Stones, the Shiva Jones, though. That Money Stone. Some people in Fightcade said to me, if you want to net play MC2, try Null DC Bear instead, huh? Yeah, so you can play it on Dreamcast. I think it's pretty much very popular to play. That's for CVSU, right? People play Marvel on there? Or am I wrong? Maybe I don't really understand that well. That's not really my community. Texas shoots a thought, huh? I don't know. Like, all women are queens. Is the mocap that great? I haven't really paid attention, Eddie, but if I haven't noticed it, probably is then, right? Really haven't noticed it in either game. Talk about gets it, huh? I get it. I've not played Lost Legacy, no, Kevin. I've only played the first game. That's all I ever played of Uncharted. Shiva Jones confirms that Chloe is the best. Other than before you were. So that's why I'm itchy. Ugh. Null DC Bear is the preferred way to play MVC2 and CVS2 as far as I know. Okay. Legacy may be the best one. Is that true, Shiva Jones? That's the one... Oh, that's the one that's on PS4, right? There was one on Vita as well. That wasn't Lost Legacy, I don't think. So Faust says he confirmed CVS2 guys in his area over there in Wisconsin use Null DC. A gazillion bajillion dollars. Okay, that was our first sitting with Uncharted 2 guys. I'm impressed. I mentioned before the stream I was going to try to be more positive on this game than the last game and focus not so much on the criticisms, because I think I did that enough in the first game. I established what I did not like about the first game. It's going to be true in this game as well, I'm sure. But I said then that based on my expectations of Naughty Dog as a developer, I really didn't see them improving on the last game in a meaningful way. I expected it to be more of just, the same exact thing, literally exactly the same. And I mentioned I'd be impressed if they changed it at all. And what I've seen so far is that in the first part of the game, they have taken great lengths to show me as a player that things are not the same as in the last game. They've made some pretty cool improvements overall that I found make the game more exciting and more interesting. My hope in my heart, and now that I've got, a little more like forgiveness toward the game from the intro, having gotten kind of like baited me, I really hope that as the game goes on, they expand upon those things, right? Like, wouldn't it be great, and in fact, it would be, for any other game expected, for the things we saw in the tutorial to expand throughout the game. Maybe we'll see, more non-linearity, more platforming to find treasure, more, hanging and shooting and pushing cover, and the things that they showed me, if they actually exercised those and as the game went down, expanded on them and made them, more central to the game, this could be a really fucking fun game. I have my doubts. I kind of feel like, again, based on what I saw in the last game and my expectations of Naughty Dog in general, that they've got these new mechanics, and might not really, use them to their fullest. But if, as the game goes on, they kind of, bring them into the game more and more, as you would expect from any other game, that could actually end up being really cool. I wouldn't mind swinging on some ropes and shooting guys and hanging off of ledges and getting stealth takedowns and, again, doing some platforming to find, jumping on stuff, trying to find treasure. Yeah, okay, I'm here for all that. But time will tell, guys. I can play more of this game again on Monday. Tomorrow is, of course, a Mutants, twitch.tv/Mutant Experience Jazzy Fight Night. Come by and watch some Third Strike First to 10. They'll be there probably starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and coasting the show a little bit. I'll come back here for our stream probably around like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock-ish to do some Ninja Turtles on NES while they wrap up the First to 10s over on Mutants channel if we're into Third Strike. I'll see you guys in a few minutes with some Majora's Mask. I will be right back. Yeah, I'm here for this game so far. I'm sorry, I don't want this one. I want this one. There you go. Back in a few. All you can really do is to have an open mind, says D. Scott. Yeah, I wouldn't say my mind is fully open. I mean, I've got a lot of negativity toward Uncharted, based on my experience with the first game and, of course, with The Last of Us as well. Both games I really hated from this developer. But what I will say is that I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised this game actually seems to have made some attempt to expand on the gameplay from the first game, and they weren't just happy just doing it all again, which is kind of what I expected.
Yo, the homie stock? Oh my.
Yeah, TMNT on NES.
Yo,
What's
Kid
up,
G
E?
is old school.
Says, yo, Uncharted
I made up
fucks.
for all the
Says
times he
Vega.
didn't taunt before the match.
Yeah, I was not a huge fan of the first game. I really hated it profoundly. We're doing a blind playthrough of the second game now. I've beaten the first game now twice, once when it came out and once on stream, and I didn't like it either time. And this game so far, I'm kind of excited about, insofar as I'm looking forward to seeing how it differs from the first game. Eating pizza, getting salty, yeah. I have to use like a napkin while I eat the pizza, though. I have to like hold it with the napkin so I can keep playing while I eat. How you doing, Eat? Kavia says, I got the MMX Legacy Collection 2 just to replay X8, and that game is a lot better than I remember it being, huh? Really, Kavia is. It's a game that I found interesting because I like the RPG stuff. I remember thinking to myself playing X8 that it was sort of, you know, it kind of went back to Mega Man X like 1 in like the difficulty. Like it really wasn't that like involved of a game. It's a very simple Mega Man game.
God, I hate this
But
game.
I remember it had like leveling up and grinding, and I thought, you know, that was, you know, maybe not very Mega Man-ish, but it spoke to me personally as a gamer. I didn't mind. I thought it was kind of cool.
Wow.
But I could see how it wouldn't be for everybody.
I clipped through the floor. I hit that.
I played it and I was like, oh yeah. This speaks to me as someone that likes Mega Man X1 and SNES a lot, and didn't really care for where the franchise went as it got like more and more difficult.
There's no gap there.
And also, again, I like the idea of like, you know, killing robots to get points, to spend those points on level ups. That was cool to me. But I can see how some might find it to be kind of not the best Mega Man X game. Isn't that funny, Eddie? You know, that clip where I fell to the floor. That's what I've heard, Shiva, that the first one is the worst. And I had my... I mean, of course, you know, I don't doubt that's true. But I had my doubts, and I still have my doubts, that, you know, this being the best in the franchise, we're going to see a huge difference between the two games. Between the worst and the best. I kind of thought they'd be exactly the same, more or less. And so far, they've been very similar, to say the very least. But the things that have changed, it seems like, you know, they actually had some... You know, there actually is some thought put into the gameplay this time, more so than the last game. It feels much deeper. And if they can actually explore that gameplay, instead of just having it hit... You know, right now, they've shown me there are a lot of mechanics. There are a lot of mechanics in this game that could be fun. And they have me excited. But will they actually make meaningful use of them? That's yet to be seen. But the last game didn't have nothing going on. It was an extremely simple game. Like, to me, its big flaw, the first game, was, of course, like I said, there's very little agency involved overall, but also, the gameplay was so goddamn shallow. It was so shallow, so simple. This game is saying right off the gate that we have more stuff going on in this game. There's more going on that, you know, could make the game more interesting. And we'll see if it actually does. Eat says here, night's pretty good so far. I just had a solid day and playing some Fight Cave 2 to finish off my day. I'm happy to hear you're enjoying it, Eat. I've been enjoying Fight Cave 2 as well so far. I'm doing well, Eat, indeed. Yeah, I've got things in my mind, of course. Everybody has their own private stresses. But that being said, I'm surrounded by friends, having a good time, playing some cool games. You can do a lot better, a lot worse than that, I should say. Is it more puzzle-oriented? I don't remember that as much, Cavies. I do kind of remember that, though. There are some like little like challenge rooms, as I recall. You have to do things in a certain order or whatever to escape. Shiva Jones, I'm not surprised to hear I hated the first game. So
Wow.
I've gone on this rant many times, Shiva Jones, during the course of our playthrough of Uncharted 1. Just that when the game was launched, it was launched to universal acclaim. And at the time, I played it and I hated it. You know, and I thought it was really overrated, and I still think it's really overrated. And I found it very frustrating that the same people that gave it glowing reviews when it came out will then turn around and say that this game sucks now, in retrospect, now that they've played the sequels. It makes it very hard for me to believe anything these people say sometimes. So even though people tell me it's the worst and the other things get better, I have my doubts. I heard that as well about the later Assassin's Creed games, and of course hear about what's another game that's FF13 was a game that when it came out it was like everybody loved it, 10 out of 10s everywhere. Then like a year later, people were like, oh, this game sucks. This game's terrible. Like the worst FF. Like what? It's just. You know, for a lot of reasons, I kind of lost interest in like the gaming blogs around that time. Because it was kind of like a trend. It was a trend that their reviews were just so out of control, so so forgiving toward AAA games and exclusives and that sort of thing.
Oh no!
We both thought it. Oftentimes it just didn't make any sense at all.
Nice.
It was senseless. Each Assassin's Creed, it's poop through and through. Yeah, I played the first game, and I really hated it. And again, that game was 10 out of 10 everywhere when it came out. And then I finally played Black Flag a couple years ago. People said it was, that's the best one. And it was equally poop. Like, maybe it'd been improved in some minor ways, but it was, didn't really seem that great to me, personally. And again, of course, to each their own. Everybody has their own things to look for in a game. Might be, not good for me, but good for you. But yeah, I think that you just can't trust a review of a AAA game. Think so, caveats? I enjoyed watching Katie play Mega Man X1 and 4. Those are games I grew up with. Let's get the fuck out of here and get this other game started here, Zelda.
I wake up every morning, it's like, today, please don't be whack.
I'm thinking to eat. That I right now, the way I feel, these games are pretty short, I hope. The first game was really short, Uncharted 1. I've been considering the idea of doing an Uncharted series playthrough. Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4. Followed by The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2. So I do want to play The Last of Us 2. And that could be a kind of a fun way to tie them all together thematically. The theme of doing like a Naughty Dog playthrough. But that's kind of a big commitment. I'm not sold on that yet. We'll see how I feel after this game is done. But I'm kind of curious to play The Last of Us 2. I played the first game and I really hated it, Last of Us 1. But what kind of makes me curious is the fact that people that love the first game hate the sequel. I can't get my head around why that would possibly be. So I want to see what's the difference between the two games.
I sympathize.
That'd be fun, Brian. It'd be very demanding, though. It's been a long time since I played like a hard NES game, though. There was a time before you joined us, Brian, where we were playing Adventure Island like constantly on this channel, and that was really, really fun. I feel like Mega Man would be kind of similar, maybe not quite as ball-busting, but close. All right, let's transition over here. Thank you to the subs and patrons, guys. There are people who make the channel possible for the rest of us. If you guys are watching this channel on a regular basis, you guys are enjoying the show, enjoying the content, check out all these cool games and kind of talking about them, criticizing them, kind of trying to take them apart a little bit, discussing everything, this, that, and the other thing about, whatever's hype in gaming news or, whatever's going on fucking anime. It's something I find very enjoyable and super fun, and very rewarding. And it wouldn't be possible if not for those that help out through Patreon especially and through Twitch subs. Let's start with PS4. Yes. Brian says here, it's not that hard, especially after the first two.
Finals.
Because I've been given a sub.
Determined.
Who lied to us, Stupid
Oh,
Jones?
man. Should have gotten salty. Probably not. No, should have gotten. Oh, man. There's the P.
Let's see. Before I actually transition to Zelda, I want to thank those who make the channel possible on an individual basis because I already read their names on stream. But I also want to point them out and single them out and embarrass them publicly as a reward for their support. Thank you to account who says John Hernandez, KD Alpha, Lawnmower Face, Mark, Remy, Syntheria, and Salty Face for being Black Knights on Patreon. That's the most generous tier you can support the channel at, and it's a huge, huge help. I got my car fixed today, guys. I'm going to be picking it up in the morning. And that makes that possible for me. The fact that I can actually afford to eat and afford gas and get my car fixed sometimes. That's something I don't take for granted. It's living the lifestyle that I do. It's not a lifestyle that's very common out there, I think. And it's something that I find very fascinating. Every single day I find this very fascinating. And it's something I'm very grateful for. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you to the Fearless Havels on Patreon as well. People like Ash, Lethal Mazera, Audrey Apples, Dick Sucker, Grey Gamer UK, Hubie, Max, Michael Hinkle, Munix P, Nicholas Shore, and Wade Local. Thank you to Brandon Williams, Foul Mill, GK Live, Good Vibe City, Juna Nan, Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Leon Madison, Mum Blues, Rage Against the Arcade Machine, Ricardo Garcia, Supertastic, Basher, and Toxic Vamp. Thank you guys for your support on Patreon as the Shady Winners. As the $3 tier, which is actually worth more than Twitch's $5 tier, guys. You actually save some money, help out on Patreon for $3 instead of $5 on Twitch, and it's actually more helpful to the channel, believe it or not. Thank you to the young guys, $1 a month. That's Benjamin J. Harkins, Karina D. Scott, Donka, Dapper Dons, Edward Kenneth Perez, Herb Durkin, Andrew Cruz, Kaiju, and Kevin. Thanks to those guys there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys help out for $1 a month. I was able to have a really delicious breakfast today. Thank you guys for helping me afford that. Thank you to our Twitch subs as well, like Zanzu, Big Nasty, Buff the Chill, and Cruz, and Tree Tracer. All those make the channel possible through the Twitch subs. Again, Twitch takes half of every sub, unfortunately. If you help out for $10 on Twitch, they take $5. If you're the $5 sub, they take $2.50 out of it for themselves, which is kind of a drag for me, but they kind of need that, I guess, to keep their servers running and stuff. guys want to save some money again, Patreon is probably better. Thank you to the shady winners on Twitch is the $5 sub tier and the gift sub tier, and most importantly, the Amazon Prime free sub tier. That's the best sub you give the channel. It's totally free for an Amazon Prime customer already. As part of the perks of being an Amazon Prime member, you get 2-day shipping and movies and music, and also you get a free sub every month on a Twitch channel of your choice. Thank you to 423 Lot for sharing that with me. Thank you to All Night and Dave, Ash, Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, Audrey Apples, Ballsy, Ben Mighty, Blue Abs, Bonza, Bot, Vencabot, Brother Near FTC, Carol Baskin, Cavias, Changey, what the fuck? Chumpit, Chulak, CPU3S, Crimson Wolf 777, Dandy Dante Gameplay, Donka, Dapper Dons, Decoy Mandids, Diaper to Gowd, Big Zucker, D Scott, KC2CA, Eddie Greenheart, X Plus, First Opus, FPA, Brian X, FPA Eddie, Gaming Zone AZ, Garbage Jungle Style, Ghost Gallery, Glassjaw. I'm laughing because I'm remembering fucking D Scott saying that he's gonna jiggle it until it's locked. That's exactly what he did. Thank you to Ghost Gallery, Glassjaw, 1984, Grey Gamer UK, Herb Durkin, Here Goes Nothing 9, Hubie, Il Murray, It's Laronico, J-Bob 1901, Jetstream Justin, Jiffy Extra Creamy, J Motive 9, Kaiser, Katie Alpha, Kevin 8951, Kioske, KG the Legend, KO Fiend, Lawnmower Face, Longlegs, Majin Zykor, Matt Choke, Moist Dovahkiin, Mothman FGC, Neon Riot 4, Nets Templar, NWire 718, Omega Urian, Overload Steve, Fody 3S, Praetor 51, Raging Mage Sage, Real Yigan, Rescue Ryan, Roadkill the Rest, Shogun Shady 85, Sin Theory, Slime Beheret, Sneak 8288, Spife, Task Force Faust, Red Panthers, the Tomebox, 3 Revenge, Tommy 2-Step TX, a Toxic Vamp, Turtle Truth 101, Beautiful Sketchpad, VSAV Doom, Yoga Brain 3S, Yeloni McSwaggerelli, thank you, Yeloni, for joining us on chat today. It's kind of unusual for you. Welcome aboard, Yeloni McSwaggerelli, and thank you to Z Spectre Z as well for your support on Twitch. I'm going to transition out to Zelda if you guys don't mind. I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Thank you so much.